Hello, everybody. This is Curse Fusion. I still don't like that name, by the way.
Why?
It's fine, man. It's awesome.
I don't know. Well, I have a treat for all of you because I have a lot of guests today. Do you guys want to say your own names, or you want me to just like lay it on the line for you guys?
Go ahead, Tori. Tell them who you are. Tell them your name, Tori.
Okay, it's Tori.
Tori!
And hey, I'm Tyler. I was in a previous video.
Tyler! He was in a previous video!
Or I should do as Austin says. Whee! That's my name.
Ty.
That's cute.
Oh wait, who's talking right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
who's that voice? Hello?
it's Rachel, Alex's girlfriend, who didn't name herself last time.
Oh! That's the mystery girl that
But
was
is a little
there!
okay with it this time.
Oh, she's
Rachel-
okay with it.
Rachel kickstarted this whole project you got going on right now.
I did.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
Check out video number 1, guys.
Yeah, it was. I draw my girlfriend as a superhero.
Oh yeah.
Is that-
I didn't
that's
know
what
I
it
had more
was.
options
It was so
besides
nice.
a superhero.
Honestly,
calm
I
night.
thought of doing a superhero one, and I was like, you know, my only superhero that I've always wanted, like the power, would be to, like, either turn into animals or, I don't know, something like with morphing or changing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Animorph, turning your
Yes,
hand
I
into
used to
some
read
sort of...
those books, and it was my favorite. Like, I just always wanted to do that. I'm like, how are you gonna show that?
And all you,
Tyler did
Yeah,
animals.
the changing, like, yeah, it has to be kind of stagnant, so they couldn't
Or-
really show or, like, do multiple pages, but then that would take a while.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
so
I get
open
that.
that's what all these videos are about, you know, putting on
True.
some ideas and, you know, what you want to see and what I end up doing. So it's a collaborative kind of thing. And, you know, I want to do these videos to kind of just hone my skill to be
Yeah.
able to
Yeah.
do stuff right on the fly.
to try something
Yes.
new and get yourself like a little bit better with doing on the spot stuff.
Right.
And with Rachel picking, you know, a superhero, and then I picked a different superhero, we are now forcing kind of everyone after this to think a little more
Everyone's like,
differently,
well,
a little
Yeah.
bit creatively.
I don't want to be like Alex's girlfriend and Tyler.
And so then it's like it's more challenging for people to come up with something to create, and then it also creates another challenge for you to create something a little differently. So everyone's benefiting from it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's more interesting
Aw.
content.
And that's why I like immediately I thought, what do I love the most?
Hmm.
And I thought, you know, I want to be a Scooby-Doo character.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Good luck. I
Where
have
are
no
you?
idea.
Yeah,
how
I
to
have
help
no
with
clue.
this.
I was like, I have no clue how to do this.
Are you gonna
So,
be a villain?
well, actually, yeah. Are you going to be a villain, or are you going to be a character, or are you going to be in one of those fantastic Scooby-Doo movies that we'll never get again?
Are you going to like pretend you're
Oh, God.
another member of the mystery gang, or are you,
That's-
are you gonna be like a monster? Like
You could
wow.
be a dog.
That's cool.
I didn't
I
even
could be a
think about
dog?
that.
Oh my god, I could be a dog.
You could literally be anything.
I don't know. Don't give me all those choices.
It's a choice you have to make.
Well, before you make a choice, I will say that the whole Scooby-Doo aesthetic had me a little bit on edge because
I
I'm
had
like,
a
ooh,
feeling.
okay, like this is going to be kind of a rough one for me because
It's probably
so cartoony.
Yeah.
And so I started looking up. I did a little bit of research, and I kind of looked at Daphne as
Yeah.
my research. And there's so many triangles in that
Huh.
art style. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but
No.
it's so weird how many triangles are in there.
I never did notice.
And do you think that's like an easier thing to work off of? Like, did that?
I
did
want it
that
to be
s-
easier
No,
for you.
no.
So
do
that
whatever
didn't
you wanna
simplify
do.
it any?
We will work it out.
Okay.
I
well,
got references. We can do anything.
I was thinking, because I didn't even think about being like a villain or anything. I was just thinking, you know, like the one thing that I've always thought about was being a part of the gang.
Yeah.
Who I would
okay.
be as
Yeah.
a part of the gang. Because I grew up on Scooby-Doo. It's my favorite. So, I don't know. Like, I would think that somehow I want to fit in there and just have, like, certain personality traits. Because everybody has their thing. So, you got, like, Fred, who's the, you know, the leader. And then Velma, who's the smarty pants. What is... Scooby's just Scooby. Like, I don't even know how to describe him.
Yeah, I don't know. He's the mascot of it all. And then Shaggy's like the comic relief and also accidentally discovers almost all the secrets. It just seems like that. Like he's like, oh no, and then backs up into something, hits the button. You know, he's got that trope.
Yeah.
So you got the smart person, then you got the leader, you got the comedic duo, and then Daphne, who...
She just kind of gets in trouble a lot. But
Does she?
she's more than that, though, obviously. She's more of, like, the socialite, you know, she can kind of...
I'm gonna let you guys take
Gauge
reins on the
things.
Scooby-Doo knowledge. I'm very
You
limited
could
on
you
it.
could be like every Tumblr artist and just be the girlfriend of Shaggy.
That's literally
Everybody.
the first thing that came to my mind.
That's
Yep.
I'm not
cute.
gonna lie.
I
Yep.
like that.
I'm looking up references and it's nothing but like people drawing themselves and Shaggy kissing. And
Oh, really?
groovy.
I could do, yeah, that, I mean, that would be a thing.
Would you be...
I would date him.
would you be a woman? Would you want to
Yes.
draw yourself? Okay, so are you gonna, like...
Woman.
It'll be you.
That's good to know.
Like, it'll be your version of... Like, it'll be, like, your characteristics in a character. Like, you're not just gonna make a... Just, like, how would it look? It'd be, like, just an embodiment of you in a
I was
Scooby-Doo
picturing,
character.
yes, kind of.
I'm
this
trying to
is-
give
this is
Alex
where I
content
know
to go off of.
It's so hard because, like, on one hand, I want to just, like, make up a, you know, an awesome character, but then I also want to put myself in it. So, like, I don't really know how to do
Well,
that.
you always have a home on this show with me. And all of you. So if you guys ever want something in the future that we could do, or if an idea hits you and you want to, like, have me draw some shit, let me know.
Okay.
You know, we do.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
but, yep.
So this will be continued on part 2.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Thanks for watching. Merch in the description.
Well, I was thinking, I love the idea of, like, her having, like, dope ass hair, and so I was thinking, like, adding my silvery front to the, I don't know, cool crazy hair.
Ooh, so adding
Yeah.
a little bit of edge to the mystery game.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. There we go.
Okay.
You're the edgy character that's like, I'm not
Yes, I like
scared
that
of these
idea.
ghosts. You're like Scrappy, but cooler.
Yes, I love that
Okay, I
idea.
like that.
And is the hair gonna be down or up?
I would like to think
What
it's
do you
like
think?
kind of half how it is right now. It's half up, half down. Like you got it in that bun or ponytail or whatever.
More emphasis on the silver.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'd like
Whatever you think would be easier.
I'd like to think with that edgy comes that like characteristic of always kind of putting your hair up, like you're getting ready. you know.
See, you're better at this than I am. I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh.
I don't know squat about Scooby-Doo,
We
but
can always
I
change
can
it later,
visualize the
too.
character.
Okay. So. Okay. So I'm gonna take my time here.
Alex, I
Please
gotta
do.
ask you a question.
What's up?
In the last video, when you drew Austy's D&D character, did you immediately know, like, you were gonna put him in that laying down pose on that tree?
A little bit, because when you say bard, I'm like, oh, okay, some guy like sitting up against a tree playing a lute or something
Okay.
like that. So that's what I was thinking, and then it just kind of morphed into a big round
Gotcha.
That's
huge
awesome.
tree.
Because I
yeah.
could see how this is a lot harder to get started.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, when you think of the Mystery Gang, do you think of, like, a particular pose that you're gonna draw the character in?
In all honesty, it's a little basic at the moment because I just think of like concept art.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of like how you would draw them. So like if I drew you a character, I would want them to fit like
In with
behind the, you know, behind the gang and like,
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
coherent piece. But if you want a certain like setting or
Ooh, I kind of see. I'm more thinking of what your character would be now, so you can obviously chime in with your opinion.
Oh, yeah.
But I think,
this is her piece, Tyler.
like, this is
She
more
has
like an
more
edgy
ideas than
thing.
I do.
Well, real quick, are we thinking modern, like with today's technology, or like the classic?
Actually,
I'm telling you what, I'm drawing her with flared pants.
that's totally fine. I love flare pants. I was thinking more of like, if you can think of the personality of like, I love a Laura Croft badass, like, you know, because they don't really have, all of them are kind of, you know, I don't want to say scared, but
Vanilla.
you have, yeah, and you have like Fred, who's the leader, and he makes the traps and whatever, but he's always kind of like in the sidelines at the same time.
I could imagine your character, like everyone's arguing of what to do next, and you're just kind of rolling your eyes and be like, "I got this." You reach
And
into
then
like
I
your
just go
bag
and do it.
or like whatever, you know, compartments you have on your clothing, and you just like pull out this device, and it's like, "Hey guys, got it. It's right here. Like this is the thing." Like you're always just kind of like
Like
doing your
prepared.
own thing. It's just like, oh, they're all
Okay.
idiots. I got
I do like
this.
that.
You know, just that edgy character.
Like the intimidator, because like there's nobody very
Yeah.
intimidating, so you can be like not threatening, but like
Yeah.
you'll let them know that you'll get business taken care of.
Exactly.
kinda
Especially
like-
because, like, I feel like I'm not really intimidating in real life, so I would love to be that kind of character, you know, and then that'd be awesome.
I'm kind of basing it off of Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Okay.
because she's got that just like, you know, she works
Like,
really
get
well in a
out of my
team, but she's like,
way.
okay, I can do this. I know what I'm doing, kind of thing.
Exactly.
How do you want to be posed? Do you want to be standing or sitting or like do you want to like be like holding like your hip like looking
I was
like
thinking a
badass?
little,
Yeah.
little more attitude. you know?
attitude.
Attitude, okay.
Attitude with maybe like, I don't know, maybe I could be holding like, I don't want to say a weapon because they really didn't have weapons because they didn't kill people. So I don't know, something.
Well,
But
that-
you could be the one that handles a weapon. It's like, hey, I'm gonna beat this ghost up.
Well, that's why I asked.
you
Are
go.
you
This
gonna
monster.
do the modern Scooby-Doo, like with today's technology, or are you doing like the '60s or whenever it came out?
True. That
'Cause-
is important.
is,
Because
yeah.
immediately I was just like, I always just like a flashlight's a big thing. But then if you're doing like edgy modern, then you just use like your phone for the flashlight, or you use a regular flashlight. So you got to think about when you want it to take place.
A flashlight can also be a weapon.
True, true. I was thinking of having like a mix of the two, so almost like in the 80s. I like the 80s.
Mhm.
Because it was, you know, it was in the 70s that it came out, right? Or 60s? Sorry, 60s.
I think it started
It
all
was
the way
like,
back then.
yeah, it was like 60s. And then they have it now where it's like, you know, the cartoons all modern and they're all young looking. And I grew up with the, you know, the older ones, so
Mm-hmm.
I would say something kind of like the movies.
Those really good movies.
Yes, those were my favorite to watch.
They're so good.
Says the first episode of what's it called, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Mm-hmm.
Was September 13th, 1969.
Yeah.
And its final
dad's
episode was
birthday.
October 31st, 1970. It only lasted a year?
What?
It was very short, but I remember that was probably the best one.
Yeah.
My favorite, at least.
As far as shows go, I loved, like, I would play the movies all the time. Oh, I just thought of something. 'Cause
Good.
I loved,
That'll help out Alex.
I got you.
loved the Hex Girls.
One
And
of my
so, like,
references was the Hex Girls.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Their vibe, yeah, their vibe
Yes.
is right on.
Can we just have Scooby-Doo marathons? Everyone loves Scooby-Doo,
Oh,
and
100%. I would be down.
I didn't grow
Oh.
up with Scooby-Doo.
Except for Austin. We can't invite him.
But we all have to come as a character. right?
Yeah,
We all
Austin,
have
you're
to
not
dress up.
invited.
Yeah, because secretly I really don't like him.
You want to hear something super weird?
I hope he doesn't watch or listen.
Say it, Alex.
Ryan ended up, he tagged me in a thing that I had posted 3 years from today, which was, I never thought when moving into my own place that I would be bouncing quarters to determine what Scooby-Doo movie we were going to watch today.
That's awesome.
And then today we're drawing
That's
Scooby-Doo
so
characters.
That is
crazy.
wild.
That's
I
crazy.
feel so
Yeah.
honored.
That's
I really do.
crazy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
And also, another way that you should feel more honored is, guys, you're welcome. This audio that you're listening to hopefully is
Thank you.
super crisp and nice. Ryan, Austin, your guys' videos, sorry. We kind of did that on purpose.
You suck.
yeah.
We,
Yeah, me and Tyler, we just thought about it and we're like, let's just make their videos sound terrible.
yeah, that's exactly it. And so we're just like, hey, I'm coming back. Alex, we need to remember to make that audio just crystal clear again. He's like, perfect. Gotcha.
Perfect. Let me go ahead and
Yeah.
set this filter off.
So, another reason I've never really watched Scooby-Doo is because I'm always intimidated by things that just like have had so many different versions of, and all these iterations of it. And then it's got like comic books, movies, live action, video games, all of this. Do you want to take a guess of the number of how many films there are?
Films like
And there's films,
including a live action
and-
or
yes, like they're going by runtime. So, like, what would just qualify as a standard film? Because they have films, and then they have short films, and they have television series, which is actually a lot lower than I thought it would be.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, wait, but then they have animated series. Never
I'm gonna say 30.
More than that. There are more than
Really?
30 films, yeah.
Jesus.
You gotta think about all those ones were in high school and they gotta have that Hanna-Barbera stage and then
Yeah.
realize that they can make a bunch of money off of.
I was
So,
also thinking of the ones where they're in. It was only Shaggy and Scooby, and it was one of my favorites. Ghoul School.
Ghoul School, yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
There's another one that was way back in the day. And then we have the new ones.
I thought there was like a Wacky Races one
There was.
too, and I can't remember the name of that one.
Yes, because it had Dick Dastardly.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
there were so many.
Yep.
There's so many Scooby-Doo movies. And they've been, like, oh, these are animated direct-to-video. So...
Most of them are. I'm
all
pretty
the,
sure.
all the good ones.
Yeah.
The 90s were a little bit of a sleeper for Scooby-Doo movies. They only had 3 in the 90s. Scooby-Doo and Arabian Nights in 1994. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which I know everyone loves, in
My dad's
1998.
favorite.
And Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, 1999.
Those
That
were
one
both
was
good though.
Yeah. What would you say your guys' favorite Scooby-Doo like film?
Zombie
Oh,
Island.
this is always
Zombie
a debate. Yeah.
It's so hard because then you gotta also think of like
I
even including live action.
Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. I love all these names.
I
that
enjoy
one's good.
all of them, but I think just in terms of how it makes me feel and the content, Zombie Island.
Really?
It's the
Have a thing for
animation.
cats. That was the first thing I realized
That's
that,
true,
hey,
yeah.
there's werecats. That's so fucking
That is
cool.
really cool.
And
it
I
actually
like-
scared the shit out of me.
I like all their accents where she's like, I'll make it for supper. Or Simone. I can quote that whole movie. Who opened the window?
I love that part. Honestly, that movie is really good. But
I've never watched
my
it.
favorite one
Wish
would
I
have to
did.
be Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase?
Yes.
Best original song in that one. The oh god, how'd it go? Don't carry me, monster. Dun,
Oh,
all day,
yeah.
all night. Don't
That
carry
was
me,
good.
monster.
I
Don't
love,
fight, don't fight, don't fight. Boom, boom,
I
digga,
love
digga,
the
digga.
one from Zombie Island though. Was that the that
Oh
was from
yes.
Zombie Island.
If Austin was here, he could tell us
Oh
who
my
it
God.
was.
Time
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Got me running
Through the night.
Mhm.
Terror
Oh
time
god, it's gonna be in my
again.
head all night now.
Just die
of fright. It's a terrifying
Dun,
time.
dun, dun.
Scooby-Doo is so
good.
good.
I actually I remember because it was my dad's favorite and my brother would watch it too, and we would sit there, God, for I don't know how many hours and just watch like Boomerang or
Yeah.
whatever it was on, and I would watch. I had tapes, like those old tapes,
We record on them? Yeah.
Whoa.
and then my.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Tom.
I'm on the Wikipedia thing and I'm still scrolling
I'm gonna
through all of
include you here in a
their,
minute.
their films and stuff.
And then my parents bought me these really awesome. They're like Barbie, but they're Scooby-Doo. So you got like Barbie was Daphne, and then you got Skipper, and Ken, and then the other dude I don't know.
I think we talked about
Shaggy.
that, on your birthday or
I think so.
Christmas? You were
Yes.
over at the guy's place, and
Yeah.
we were talking about that. Yeah.
And these dolls were from 1992.
They were.
I think so.
1992.
Is either 1991 or 1992.
Oh, that would have been awesome if it was 93, because that's when I was born. But anyway, yeah, so I got those all but Daphne, because I could not find Daphne for years. I mean, and these were important dolls. I'd had them since I was 10. I'm pretty sure it was 10. I could be wrong. 10, 12, whatever. And then this freaking guy had to go and
Me. She's
And-
talking about
yeah.
me.
make me cry, because he bought one for my... That wasn't even for a birthday. You just bought it.
Aww.
So cute.
There's less pressure. Like I feel better about myself. I just do it randomly.
And I didn't even tell you I needed
Any
this
holiday just feels like I'm doing it out of obligation. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like that, but then it also gives me the excuse of like,
It also
well, I
gives
don't
you
buy
anxiety.
anything then.
Yeah. But no, it was awesome.
Do you still have them?
I do. I think I'll have
Aw.
them for until
Ever.
I'm until I die or something.
Until you retire, and then you can sell them for millions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. Although
They're gonna be like your beanie babies.
Don't
Yeah.
then. That's just something I would probably do. Although I don't have anything that means that much.
Tori's got me my favorite video game of all time is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door for GameCube, and she bought me the actual GameCube version of it for me for my birthday, and it came sealed, like factory sealed, and I'm like, what? And like I
didn't even think it was gonna do that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
and so I'm like, I'm not even gonna open this to play it. I just love that I have it. So that's one of those things. It's like, dude, this could go for a lot of money, but at the same time, then I just wouldn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
The money doesn't mean anything at
Yeah.
that point.
I'm like, I like the fact that I have it more than I'd have the money, you know? So
Yeah.
the thing that I gasped out loud earlier at is on their list of films, one that's TBA, the only one, there's a big crossover
What?
that you would like.
I know.
Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
What?
I thought totally you were gonna say the Hex Girls, and I was like, I know that one.
Right.
They had
Yep.
a Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I
No,
know. What?
it says it's coming out 2021.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
big bad.
Oh my
Please,
god.
I don't want it to be 3D though. Can we just do like a standard
I hope it's
animation?
not.
please?
All I know about it is
I-
it's an
see, I don't
animated
know.
direct-to-video.
Like, you just made
Direct
my
to- oh,
day.
no. That is amazing.
Oh my god, that's my two favorite shows when I was
Mhm.
younger.
I was like,
I like some dark shows, man.
Oh my god, my dad.
Courage
Yeah.
was
I watched
awesome.
my dad play Resident Evil when I was like 5.
Oh yeah, that would do it. That would
That,
do
and
it.
it changed my whole life. I had nightmares.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, my dad would play like Legacy of Kain games, which Austin and Ryan will know what those are, but they're like demonic vampire games.
Oh,
And so like
That
my
sounds fun.
dad would just be fighting a boss, and I would scream and run into the other room. It's like
that's what happened to me, except for it was a snake. That big ass
oh,
snake.
the big
He
zombie
couldn't even
snake.
get past
yeah.
it. And you know, it's funny because in his one of his work friends, like last year, was like, "Yeah, you just gotta walk through the door." He was like, "What? That's all I had to do that whole time?"
has anyone seen Future Man?
Yes.
That Hulu original?
Yes.
Yeah.
You good?
It's well, yeah, my voice is getting dry. It's not really a spoiler, but he's the whole thing of it. He's got to beat this game, and it's one of those. And Ready Player One does this too, but he's just like, oh wait, what if I just strip all the armor, and then I just go the other? Like you strip all your weapons that you work so hard to get, and that's how you win it. I'm like, ugh, that's such terrible writing. It's like, ooh, what if I start this race but go backwards? It's like no one would think to do that.
Exactly though.
I know
That's the whole
that
point
that's
of
the
it.
smart thing.
Exactly.
But more my issue with Future Man was just like, really? You grind hours upon hours and you beat the final level by stripping all your armor? Like, no, you wouldn't want to do that.
No.
But, yeah.
That's
That's
why it's
just what
hard
that
though, because
reminded
you
me
just
of.
don't think of it.
So it's like, you just gotta run through the door. Do you guys know that they have a Return to Zombie Island that came out in 2019?
Oh.
I don't like it.
They-
No.
Scooby-Doo
Not
Return to
good.
Zombie Island.
It's not good. Me and Austin talked about this.
Really,
No,
I've
really.
never
It's not
seen it.
good.
I did not see it.
It's not good. It's a cash grab.
Well, why
I'm
would they
sorry.
return? They know what the fuck's up. Why would
Yeah.
they?
They know why. They know
Here's the
people like
cussing.
it. What? What? Fuck? Huh? Asshole?
You want to
So-
be monetized eventually.
Oh yeah.
There's a Lego
We'll see.
Scooby-Doo. What?
That's not why we do it, folks. We do it for the fun.
That's not why we do it. We do it for the fun. We do it for the learning.
We do it for the friends.
We dabble. We do it
Aw.
for the friends. That's
For the
exactly-
friends.
That's why I love you. Ah.
I wish I
You
had
guys
friends.
are so cute. I'm a studio.
They just invited me. I was walking past their place and like, hey, you want to talk about Scooby-Doo? I'm like, never seen
Right.
it. They're like, perfect.
He said, "Who are you?" Sure.
We should
Yeah.
just start grabbing our neighbors.
We
Hey,
should.
you want to come do a video?
We'll have Andy over.
Oh, that'd be sweet. I haven't seen him in a while.
I feel like I gave you a little too big of a bun.
That's okay.
Maybe.
Who doesn't want to have a giant
I
bun?
love buns.
Yeah, you can have
I
exaggerated
like
features.
Big buns.
Like,
Isn't
is
that
a
the part of
cartoon.
drawing? Is like
That's-
exaggeration?
Exactly.
like in mine and Alex's video, when I was like, yeah, I want a bushy beard. He gave me a long beard, and then I saw it, and I was like, okay, I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I had envisioned, but like he drew it that way, and I was like, fuck yeah, keep it.
I liked your beard. I liked it. I liked the
Thank
mohawk too. It was very
Mhm.
flowy, like it looked like it was in the
Yeah,
wind.
like everything that I had like in my mind, he drew it longer, and I was like, no, let's just keep it longer, because I like it like that.
Oh, that face is perfect.
Definitely.
The shape,
exaggerated.
definitely. I'm getting the vibes already.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You can
Tori
just
has
sit
a
here
like a
and,
very like
in all of your
squared.
drawing.
Dude, right? You
you.
could just watch him in silence. Like, how does this come out of your head?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of nowhere.
Like I've
Obviously
been.
practice, but it's just skill too. I can't draw crap. I could practice for hours, I'm sure, and it would never be like. It's just not something I've been gifted with.
Yeah.
Making me blush.
Aw.
Like,
Look at them red cheeks.
as I've been looking down at my phone at the Scooby-Doo Wikipedia thing, then I look up, I'm like, oh, he's already got the red outline done? When that
Already
happen?
got the her.
Like I said, I had been like
Awesome her.
researching, like, okay, how can I do this in a timely fashion, but also like I don't want to make something and then just be like, here's your Scooby-Doo character. Looks nothing like a Scooby-Doo character, but
Honestly, whatever you draw, I'd be happy with. Like, even if it didn't look like a Scooby-Doo character, it would still, to me, look like a Scooby-Doo character. I would be
you.
totally fine with it.
No, Tori, are you gonna have like eyeshadow and things like that? Like, how is your face gonna look?
I don't know. Tyler, you're so good at this.
Well,
I'm like,
it's
all I think is Scooby-Doo.
well because
That's all
he's
I think.
drawing it. It'd be
I
different to
know.
like, you know, you think, oh yeah, my character would do this, but then when he's actually drawing it, it's like you got to think of what does it look like? What
True.
color shirt are you wearing? What color is
It
your hair? Do
definitely,
you want
I'm
it
fine
up?
with,
You
like,
know?
eyeliner. That's it. That's all I can think of.
Oh yeah, Tori got them arced eyebrows.
Yeah.
You need to go on like 1 point thinness for that.
Listen, don't be making fun of my eyebrows.
I would never. Seriously, 1 point.
No, stop it. I'm gonna kick you out.
Wow, yeah, that mouth immediately. That is like a very
Right?
Scooby-Doo kind
It
of
is.
mouth.
That, like, whole
I'm amazed that
upper
like
lip aesthetic.
I've had like 2 or 3 hours at my job today, just sitting in a parking lot. And all I
Really?
did was sit there and look at Scooby-Doo characters, and I'm like, what makes a Scooby-Doo character?
that's amazing.
And it's open lines. In the face, it's open lines when it comes to mouths and eyes.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it.
That's amazing because I admit I
makes
was
sense.
hesitant when I was like, because like you have a very similar face style for like the
Almost.
past things that you
Yeah.
drawn besides, you know, Austy's, because his was like a lizard character. But I was like, I just don't know how that would translate to Scooby-Doo. But this is 100%
awesome.
Scooby-Doo.
Thank you. Now, in terms of clothing, Tori,
I just thought of something else, but go on.
what's your style? What's your style?
Everything high-waisted.
High-waisted.
So that kind of goes with the aesthetic anyway.
Yeah. So would you have
I'm
like
down
a,
with, like, t-shirts.
So would you have like a crop
T-shirt.
thing?
I could.
'Cause-
If you know, if you want to draw that.
Well, because
I'm very like I could do like a band shirt or like just I don't know. I'm very like
I could give you a Hex Girl shirt. Her favorite band is Hex
What?
Girls.
I'm so excited.
So Tori, I thought of something.
Oh my
which
God.
You guys can shoot down if you want, or you can run with it. So earlier you were
happy.
talking about your superhero-ness, and you liked the
Yeah.
idea of an animal.
Yeah.
You know how Scooby-Doo is like their sidekick animal?
Oh my god.
What if you had like a little one, like a little hamster or a guinea pig or just
Oh my
something like a
God.
Or
rat?
make your cat.
Because you
Or
like,
iguana or
'cause-
or chameleon?
yeah, chameleon or a rat. Because I know you had rats when you were
Oh my
younger.
god, that'd be awesome.
So if you just
have
had
like
one,
a little.
it was like in okay.
I don't think it could be a cat because Scooby Doo would hate it.
Okay, because immediately I think like you'd be wearing a hoodie, but I don't know if that would work well with like the high
I'm
waisted
totally
look.
fine with like.
But what if you had like a rat or something coming out of like a pocket? Like you just always had that animal on you? Like that was your thing?
I think honestly, I would pick a reptile.
I
Like a
will just
reptile?
go sit somewhere else then.
But you're on to
yeah,
something.
yeah, I know.
Are you drawing
It's a
staff?
collaborative effort.
I just thought of like her having a weapon because she's the
Yeah.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
Whatever you're doing, it's working.
It looks like a staff, or is it a bat?
I was thinking well, like a bat.
Oh,
I
there
could
you
give her an
go.
axe or something. I don't
Because you
know.
could put the like reptile on the weapon. She could see it.
Yeah, don't do bat. Harley Quinn's been such a thing. We need to distance ourselves from Harley Quinn.
She's got a
Yeah,
bat, but
but,
she's
like-
also got the big hammer looking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she does. And it's
I'm
nothing
fine
against
with a bat.
it's nothing against Harley Quinn. It's
Because
just
back in the day,
everyone's
they
been
wouldn't
doing
have
that,
had
you know.
like crazy weapons.
Mm,
But we're
You're
also
right.
thinking of like.
that's right. We're in the 80s.
It could just be a staff.
Next time I-
Reptiles didn't
Badass.
exist in the
Next
Or a
time I
'80s.
sword.
draw you as a character, I'm gonna give you a crook.
And I'll be shanking someone.
Yeah.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Don't.
That could be your villain name.
That's our inside joke. It means nothing, folks. It means nothing.
Okay.
Let's see, but now I want to ask,
Yeah.
what's a crook?
What?
A crook is like
I knew
a
that.
cane with a hook.
But I was that part.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh!
It's like a.
Yeah.
That's when people pull you by the neck, that thing.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
can't-
okay with that.
I can't think of who uses that.
Wait, but I want one on a chain that I can swing around.
Ooh.
A
Alex,
chain.
new tab list. You're drawing 2 characters at once now.
Right. Ante up. Double down.
Like 100%, I can see Scooby-Doo right now. Like Scooby-Doo look.
It's there. It's there.
Now I'm trying to think of
It is
like good
100%
weapons from the 80s.
Hey, this is mine. Go to your video.
This is hers.
I mean, you can have ideas. It's okay.
You could also probably
Damn
have
right, I
another
can
video.
have ideas.
Nah, screw that, Tori. This is about you today.
about
All right.
I'll get you
Alright.
a notepad. You can just write everything down. You don't have to say it out loud.
We don't get you to come out
Give it to
often
him, I
because
just
of
hear
the
it crumpled up
schedules
and
and being
thrown away
adults
immediately.
and things.
My schedule sucks.
So it's nice
Unfortunately.
to have you here today to hang out.
Oh, thanks.
think
Thanks
we've
for
all-
having me.
Hung out together in such a long time
It's been
since
a while.
We really, yeah.
Steak and Shake was good. You know?
Like 3 years ago.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we,
Oh
we
my
saw.
god, it might have actually been
Avengers.
3
We saw
years.
Child's Play.
Was it Child's Play?
It was
Yeah.
Child's Play. Yeah.
Really?
The new Child's Play.
Yeah.
You know they're coming out with a TV show now.
Yes, I do.
No.
Devon Sawa is a character. I don't know if he is the main one or whatever.
So what are they having it on? Is it like a
It's by the same, I think, Dan Mancini. I think, is it Don Mancini?
But is
it
it gonna be on like a
Oh, it's on Sci-Fi.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's Child's Play from the Sci-Fi Network. But yeah, it's just gonna
They
be
better
like,
making it good.
I think it's more of just a
I hope
continuation. Like, it could be like a soft reboot, but just a new thing. But I think it's just they're gonna keep going with what Chucky's already done, because it's the same guy who's worked on a lot of the movies is doing it.
Really?
hmm
We'll see.
I think it's Dan Mancini. I might be wrong, but that's just the name I'm thinking
That
of.
sounds like it could be right. I have no clue, Tyler.
I want to look that up.
Okay, you do that.
Just since I have that,
You're gonna look it up.
that ability.
Let's see.
I wish I could draw like this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's just it takes a while. It takes a while.
I used to draw when I was like younger. I would probably, I think, take was it Pokemon cards or just like look up Pokemon?
Don Mancini. I'm sorry. I was
yeah.
close.
I used to draw Pokemon. Do you remember a thing called Neopets?
Yes, I do.
I used to draw Neopets. Anything like animal-like, but not exactly animals.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play that religiously online until I got
Oh
a
my
full
God.
jelly house. And the jelly was the most
Dude.
expensive things you could do. Or expensive
Really?
thing to build
I
with.
don't remember most of it. I don't remember, like, I just remember playing it. I just don't remember anything about it.
The only game I played when I was younger that had me parent a pet of any type was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Because I had Chow's, and I loved Chow. And he played karate, and he did like a tug-of-war thing. And I named him Arnold.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Why Arnold?
I don't know.
That's just
It was
wait.
Arnold and Samson. Those were the names. Those were my go-to
Oh.
names.
Okay.
Yeah, before I got onto like Facebook or any social media or anything like that, I was addicted to Cartoon Network Online.
Oh my god.
And like
You're
play
bringing me
the-
back.
like playing the whole like your profile would have a room, and it could be a room that was put in like a different show or anything like that, and you fill it up with stickers of
Oh
your
my
favorite
God.
show. So my favorite is I collected all of the Cat on a Stool. If you guys ain't remember
I
that.
don't remember
No.
that.
It was a cat on a stool, and it would say, like, fruits. So you would have 20 different versions of this cat that could say different fruits, but it was a little kid's voice. So I would try
Oh,
to
okay.
collect them all, and it's a bunch of cats going, pomegranate, blueberry. And I just had a whole bunch of those in my room. You know,
Oh my god. I feel like I have to look that up now, because, like, when I would, really?
Sorry.
When I went on Cartoon Network, I would go, like, the games I would play would somehow involve Ed, Edd n Eddy. Of course, the Courage the Cowardly Dog game where you had to like go and solve crap or whatever,
Mhm.
and then
Save,
Crap or whatever.
Crap or-
Mario and
yes, yeah, exactly. And there's another one. God, there were so many fun ones though. That was my thing. That was my jam. Was Cartoon Network. Most people love Disney like that. Cartoon Network was my thing.
I know
Create
very
your own.
little Cartoon Network, so I'm just gonna. Did you do Dexter's Laboratory?
Yes,
was
I
that
did.
Cartoon? Okay.
Yep.
Did you do Johnny Bravo? Well, that's like older Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah, I still
it was a little
watched
bit
it,
older,
but
yeah.
yeah, like Powerpuff Girls.
Surprised they haven't canceled him yet.
I know, and everyone's talking about it like, oh, you should.
Hi, Spanish senorita. You sprechen the love.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite.
That was good.
Oh, thank you.
That was good. He does do like a Elvis thing.
Ooh.
I'm so jealous. It sounds like you guys got a really cool childhood. I was like
Nope, not
banned
mine.
from anything besides Disney.
Whoa!
I think-
Rachel, are we best friends now?
Yeah, he
All I
was-
did was watch Disney.
Hi, Cancer
I-
Buddy.
Yeah, I think me and you and them. We had parents who, I'm assuming, didn't give a fuck.
Oh, they did
Mine
not
didn't give a
give.
fuck.
Zero.
I was
As long as they would play
sheltered.
that game in front of you that young. Yeah.
I was sheltered
I would
as
watch
hell.
scary movies.
Yeah. Good Christian girl here. Well, not anymore, folks.
Oh my
Hey!
god.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's so weird.
Because all I had access to, I did watch a little bit of Nickelodeon, but
Nickelodeon, yeah.
I was
I
more
love
I was more
Nickelodeon, though.
Disney. But even Disney, I wasn't allowed to watch That So Raven.
Or Wizards of Waverly Place.
Or Wizards of Waverly Place. And do you know what I'm binging right now? Wizards of Waverly Place.
It's so good. I
Yes,
love that
I'm
show.
on. I'm
Nice.
almost on season 4, the final season, and yeah, I was
And then you have
not.
the movie.
Wow, this is they actually had like a few movies.
I remember the movie. That's about it.
Because
I
I
did not.
I remember
really watch.
liking her. She was sassy.
Yeah.
As what? I don't even know her name.
Alex Russo.
Alex. Yes.
What blew my mind is
Alex.
because
I
I recently, like, I watched Sweet Life, and then eventually, like, my parents were always on and off with cable. So there were times in my life where I had access to Disney and all that, and some when I didn't. So I watched Sweet Life when I was younger, and then I started to watch Sweet Life on deck, and then I just never did. So then when we got Disney Plus, I was like, oh, I'm watching all of Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, all of Sweet Life on deck, and I saw the crossover episode with Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, and Sweet Life on Deck. And I remember that. And then I'm watching Wizards of Waverly Place, and then they also did a crossover, the same thing, but it was like kind of like different perspective and like different stories from that. And I was like, oh my god, Sweet Life on Deck is back. And I was just so happy about it. I was like, why was I sheltered from this when I was younger? Why am I enjoying this as a 26-year-old man?
Because it's still just as good, man.
The first time watching it, did you like feel bad? Like,
Guilty.
whoa,
back to that, like,
I'm a
oh, you're
little
doing
rebel
something?
going on right now.
I do have an experience with that because I also was not allowed to watch Harry Potter. Which I'm not going to get into that,
Yeah.
but, you know, people could just like, yeah, that's the thing that you hear. I remember I was 10 years old. I went over to my aunt's house, and she was like, you know, the cool aunt. She just let you do whatever. It was just like, have fun. And so she had the first Harry Potter movie on, because I'm pretty sure, let's see, 10, that was probably all that was out
Yeah, I
at
think
that
so.
time, because that was 2004.
Makes sense.
Maybe the second one, but
I think the
probably
second
not
one could have
DVD.
been out, but I remember it was the first one because that was where Ron
Or
was playing
VHS, I'm
chess.
sorry.
But yeah, I remember watching that, and then like I confessed to my mom that I watched that while eating ham.
You confessed it to her?
Yeah, I just
Like, were you
felt
crying,
bad. I
you know?
legitimately
You
was
had to
crying
make confession
in my
Aw.
confession, and yeah, so things like that were banned. And,
Aw.
You're so cute, Tyler.
oh, thank you.
I feel that on a whole level, though.
Yeah,
I
Harry
couldn't
Potter was
imagine.
allowed.
I couldn't imagine. Like,
No.
it was allowed for you.
Yeah, my mom was a lot more lenient than my dad. Like, she would take me to go see them, and my dad wouldn't mind because he didn't know about it. Like, he wouldn't watch them himself, so he didn't really know my mom. He trusted my mom's, but like, yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place. I mean, Disney Channel was it. That's all I really watched until I was freaking 16.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went ham on everything I wasn't supposed to.
Yep. Exactly. I was never allowed to play Pokemon.
Really?
I didn't watch like.
Even Pokemon?
Yeah, no,
Pokemon?
no.
were
I was.
They
I
were
was
a lot
not.
stricter than my parents were then.
I had a hilarious story about that. I would play it on the bus with my friend. He had it, and I had a Game Boy, but he just let me like play Emerald for a little bit, and whatever. And I eventually I had a Game Boy Advance, and I had it was a gray cartridge, which at this point was probably just any Pokemon game. I can't remember which Pokemon game it was, and I had it. I was playing it on my couch, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and the dog had chewed the cartridge.
Oh.
I was like, wow, the only time that I had Pokemon at my disposal to play, which I can't remember if it was a big deal that like my parents knew about it or not. But then it's just like, well, yep, that's a thing. So even when I finally have access to Pokemon and they don't know I do, the dog chews it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Crazy.
I mean, maybe it was for the best. You might have gotten in trouble if they would have found out. Did you tell them?
I can't remember,
Yeah.
honestly. I remember there was it was another game. Oh man, so I had a Game Boy Advance SP and I had Donkey Kong Country 3.
Yeah.
And
I
that
love
game
Donkey Kong.
game got me so mad, and this was probably the last time I actually broke something out of anger. Cuz now when I get that angry, I'm just like, "Ooh, I could break this thing," but then the moment you think about breaking it, it's past. You're just like, "I'd be stupid to break it now."
Yeah.
And I just remember I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if this screen could snap." Oh, yeah, it so I broke it. And my brother
I've done
I
also
just
shit
imagine like a
before.
slow like.
Yep, I'm like,
And
well,
you're just
that's a thing.
immediately,
Don't
like-
ever tell my dad about this. But obviously it came up because my brother also had a red Game Boy Advance SP. We had the same
I had the
model.
blue one.
I had black.
I had the blue
Yeah.
one.
It was just the different models, or same model, different color.
Yeah.
And he at that point moved on to like, he wasn't a big video game person. But I remember there was one
like
Christmas where I got a
cars.
DS, he got PSP. So at that point he wasn't big Nintendo. So I was just allowed to have his Game Boy.
How can you turn against Nintendo like that?
Yeah.
Nintendo is OG for me. I'm sorry, it is.
No.
Yeah,
same.
people who don't like Nintendo games are just dumb,
Yeah.
probably got long hair, super good
Yeah.
at drawing,
Yeah.
talking right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Is
stand
he
by it.
talking right now?
Nintendo's for babies.
Maybe
That's
we
right.
enjoy having a young spirit.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe I was always
Old
guilted
man.
into playing things that felt family friendly and I couldn't get questioned or yelled at for playing.
I know. And now that you're like older, it's like not as interesting to go into the other stuff for some reason.
It's it. Because I look into like graphics and all this, I'm like, oh man, I feel like with Nintendo you can just play the games, but then you get into like PlayStation, Xbox, and even like PC things, and you gotta think of specs, and then that's just money. I'm like, oh, way to take the enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. That's the problem for all of technology for me, is that it's all just, now I need this. Like, oh, I have this,
Yeah.
but you have to pay for this, and now there's a subscription, and now there's like a
Yeah.
special add-on. It's
I
just
hate
like,
that.
I paid $700 to play one game.
yeah. Or you bought a game, and now you have to pay to play the game, even though you own the game. Stuff like
That's
that.
that's
Yeah.
how we felt with getting our
Like
Switch.
PlayStation.
Was like
But that's cheaper than the Xbox Gold.
it's so much cheaper than Xbox.
You just don't
Gold
feel
and
the
stuff
But
like
pain.
that.
you also don't get shit with it. Their online
That's
service,
true.
they're figuring it out, but they've never been about that. They've always been about
No.
like innovative play and different
Yeah.
ways to improve someone's life and just, a different experience. Like they're like, yeah, anyone can make like games and stuff, but we're gonna do different types of things. Like
like Wii Sports.
Yeah.
And like they had the first, I think, like interactive, not all games are interactive, but like physically interactive
Mhm.
games.
Yeah.
like with the Virtual Boy and things like that. And even
Yeah.
their
I remember the virtual.
their
boy.
Nintendo Labo. Did you guys know about that? The whole cardboard thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
Austin
okay,
do
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of those.
Which can get like ruined if you're
Yeah.
just moving stuff and then drop stuff on it.
And though and when that was first announced, it was like a preview on Instagram and probably other things, but I mainly follow them on Instagram. It's just like, hey, we got a special announcement. It's gonna be more like geared towards kids. And of course, everyone my age, like our age, is just like, oh, sweet, Nintendo's doing something new. Then they come out and it's specifically marketed towards kids. It's got like the cardboard and stuff. It's got kids playing it. Everyone's like, I don't think I'm into that. I'm like, yeah, no shit. It's for children. It's a toy.
Yeah.
But of course, everyone's gonna buy it because they have the money and they just want to experience the
it's
new thing. And I built it.
fun.
It is one of those things that you build it once, and that's it. And now you have this piano or this house or this fishing rod,
I'm gonna make you throw away.
and it's just gonna end up in the trash because I'm never gonna play it again.
Well, like,
But-
so,
But it was cool to just create it at first.
yeah, but it's in our closet with, like, half of it missing.
It's like, Tori, why can't you fit your clothes in the closet? Well, Tyler, it's filled
like-
with your cardboard crap.
Pretty much.
A lot of cardboard came with those,
Mm-hmm.
too. They were pretty good, but I always kind of thought of them as just like a gimmick. You know, like my Fallout Pip-Boy thing, I could put my phone into it and then, like, hook it up to my game so I could use my Pip-Boy instead of actually using my controller.
That's
What?
neat.
Which was cool. I fucked around with it for, like, maybe 2 weeks, and then that was, like, that was
And that was
it.
that.
Yeah, because it's
But
more,
still super fun, you know?
it's
at
more
the
of an
time.
event. You're just like, I just want to sit down and play. I don't want to get up, have to grab it, make sure it's charged if that's a thing.
Yeah, I feel it.
It's all got its complications. Let's all do it all three at once. Let's all grab our drinks and
Okay.
just.
I can't do that. I'll sip my coffee.
I would.
Just
My
pretend.
drink was empty.
Just make a noise
Just
with
do
your
it
mouth.
No.
You don't have a little bit of, there's something in there?
I can give you a shot.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, I got one too.
Oh, wait.
I didn't get any
I
coffee
think
out
I
of it.
got
Alright.
something.
Ready?
1,
Yeah.
2, 3. That was choke.
Tori almost just spit take all over the left.
Well, it's because when you make that
Are
noise,
you
you're
okay?
swallowing air.
I know that
I
was
think I
harsh.
swallowed
good?
some type of lime.
Seed or something.
See, mine didn't hurt me that much because I was
Or
actually
maybe a mint.
struggling
Woo!
Some mint.
to get some liquid through that straw.
Okay, I'm good.
Well, that was fun.
Is that what you were doing, Alex? Were you looking up their logo?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
I'm
kind of
so
like
excited.
that you're like that band fangirl type. You
Well, I
just
mean,
have that edginess.
I
Oh,
got something going on
I
there.
love this. I love
mean,
that we
I-
actually came up with like an aesthetic and kind of a
I know.
personality. You know.
I was
I'm
somewhat
not-
worried.
yeah. I'm not like a big like band person, but like low-key, they had Hex Girl shirts. I would totally buy one.
Oh, 100.
I
I
would
bet
get
they
one.
have. I bet
to.
you they do.
They
I'm gonna look
100%.
If they don't, you should design one for your shop. What's it?
That would be
Oh
dope.
my god.
Teespring with all of my designs in it.
Yeah, but what do they search up?
They search up AN artwork.
AN artwork. Okay.
AN artwork in Teespring. And like, you know, the guy who runs it is awesome.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. He hates Nintendo.
He's got long hair and is currently talking.
What a coincidence.
Wait, what's his name?
Link,
Just kidding.
link is in the description. Because I know it is.
We'll get it there somehow.
It's got to be a thing. And if it's not a thing, you have to make it.
You could design one right now.
I'm just gonna put Tori on it.
You should. You should make us all t-shirts and we'll all buy them and wear them.
Don't ruin the surprise for next Christmas.
Oh, you're the one who
That's
just,
what I'm doing. What
You're the one who just had
they
to say
finally
something
put the
about
puzzle
it.
pieces together.
I don't know why, but that immediately reminded me of Scar and Lion King. Oh, you don't want to go to an elephant graveyard. Oops, I've said too much.
I've said too much.
Okay,
I
so
know,
they
it's
do
just
have
like
Hex
that.
Girls
Yeah.
t-shirts, but they suck.
Do they?
You hear that, Alex? They suck.
They suck.
I mean,
You know who doesn't suck?
The Hex Girl.
Cursed Hex Fusion. That's you.
Oh my god, you're
wait, what
cursed
did you
Hex.
say?
Cursed Hex Fusion.
You have Hex in the name.
Hex in the name.
It's your calling.
It's honestly a sign.
It's meant to
Hex
be.
Girls, please call me.
now
I'll
you have to
fucking-
fuse your
No,
artistic
don't call
ability.
him.
Okay, I think that
We don't need none of y'all calling him. I know what he's thinking. The Hex Girls. That is so
I will
cute.
totally be a Hex Girl
That is
roadie.
really cute.
Does that hoodie
It
have
is.
ears?
yes, it does
that's
have
so
cat ears.
cute.
Okay, they do have some
Oh,
cute
that's
ones,
awesome.
but I
That's
don't
a-
really care for the.
That's more like the
Pictures.
hoodie design is cute. And
Yeah.
like, they need a better...
Font?
Graphic.
It's not
Graphic?
graphic, yes.
I know what you meant, but yeah, definitely. If
but
they,
they
had,
need
like,
to know what we meant.
they need to have an actual like band shirt though of the Hex Girls.
Baby, get on that.
Tori, what color is
I
your shirt
got
gonna
you.
be?
I was just thinking black
Mm-hmm.
with like, well, it looks like the logo technically would be like black with red, but you can make it whatever color you want.
So black and red. That's what
Sure.
I was thinking, like a darker color.
Yeah.
And we'll emphasize these.
Yeah. Just to, show off the badassness.
We're gonna have it stuck in my head now. I'm a hex girl.
Are you really gonna give her baggy pants?
And I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you.
Oh, it is the bell bottoms. But those aren't really high waisted.
Or earth, wind, fire, and air. We may look. You guys just ruined it. You guys ruined it. It was supposed to be everybody.
I don't know it.
Jinx.
I have told you I don't know Scooby-Doo.
I know some of it.
See, I'm realizing I don't know jack about Scooby-Doo.
Yes, exactly.
I don't really know anything.
The only thing I knew was the
You know
60s.
things.
Well,
but
this
that was
is why
barely.
we do what we do.
It wasn't even the
Yeah.
60s, was it? Oh, they came
69
out,
was
yeah.
the first one, so technically 60s, but
It's an awesome number.
more that 70s vibe.
Yeah. I mean, it's like early 70s, technically. Technically.
What was it somebody said? The 70s, when the 60s actually happened.
Yeah.
True that.
God, I
Oh,
can't
that's
get over
awesome.
how you actually nailed this
That's
Scooby-Doo
awesome.
aesthetic.
He's good. My baby
awesome.
got skills.
Thank you. Thank you,
This is
baby.
why I love that you're branching out of your comfort zone, because you're just
so
exceeding my expectations, probably your own, although I don't know what goes on the head of yours.
My own.
But you truly have just wonderful skills.
And you're doing this in front of people while talking, and you were thinking of this all on the spot.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's got
Like,
no
that's
references,
amazing.
guys. The only reference he had was for the font of the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can only rely on references so much before you need to learn how to put in your own style into things, because then you're just using other people's styles and you're not really developing your own. But
That's a good way to put it.
at the same time, using references also helps you understand, like what Tyler said, and I know this myself, is all of my eyes that I draw are about the same. It's like the same way I draw eyes. It's every time like
Yeah, that's just more your style.
one
showing through.
line
Yeah.
down,
Oh, that's cool.
eye. And that's what I do for almost every character. But at the same time, if I want to mix it up and do like a female character that isn't going to be so brooding, or like a more innocent eye, it could always be nya.
That's like the
Yeah.
eye I draw when I draw like.
Like an anime eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
was
love
thinking,
that.
that's like an
That's so
adorable
cute.
creature eye.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Pikachu eye, something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Tori, do you want like a midriff shirt? Like a one that kind of shows, maybe not the belly button, but just like a little bit of like that croppiness?
I do got a crowd.
The belly showing a
I do
little
got a
bit.
belly.
I'd still say that's a regular size t-shirt.
Oh, that's what that is. I thought that was a belt. My bad. I
No,
see
you're
it now.
good. I usually draw belts. So
I see it now.
You're good.
I see it because
That's why I was confused too, Tyler.
I'm looking under her
I was
left
like, wait a
hand, but
minute,
our
I
right.
see belly right there.
And I see. Okay, my bad.
Right there.
I'm just gonna once again sit back here.
Yep, you do that.
So Tori, pick your weapon.
Oh God.
What's your weapon? What you beating these ghosts and monsters with? What is your favorite Scooby-Doo monster, and what are you hitting them?
Oh God.
Yeah. Putting you on the spot.
The one that I'll just say the one that scared me the most. But there's two of them. Either the one. What was the one that like glows?
The one that laughs?
Maybe was it that one? It
Wasn't
could have been that one.
Wasn't
That
that like
sounds
that was a
right.
ghost captain, right? Or like a
Ghost Captain. There's I can't remember what that one's called, but
No,
it's the
yes, you're
skeleton
right.
head,
There's well, there's that one, and then there's the two. Is there two ghosts that had shackles on them?
Green. It had green with the two shackles.
Yes, I think that's what it
Yep,
was.
that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't
Right.
remember any of the names.
Honestly, I don't either. Is that so bad of me? Because I love Scooby-Doo and I don't remember any of the names.
Now, granted, there is a bunch of them.
Okay, well, there's that. There are. There's the laughing ghosts. There's. You're right. There's the one, the alien head dude. Oh my God.
I love the look of the aliens in the
Yes.
Alien movie. They looked really good.
Yes, they're really good. I also don't like the mud monster looking dude.
Like
It was
Muck.
the muck. Yeah.
I think Muck's actually.
You know,
a
I'm gonna look-
Pokemon.
That's a Pokemon.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna
He's
look
the
this up real
evolved
quick.
version of Grimer.
Grimer.
Let's see. There's like the witch's ghost. Scared the shit out of me when I was younger. What else?
I'm looking at the red outline where the pants are, and it just looks like you're just wearing tidy whities.
I'm wearing tidy whities. Just leave it at that, you know. Oh, that guy. So, let's see. What is that?
Miss Frizzle's pants.
Oh, yes! Yes! That's pretty much what I was thinking. So this, oh, it was the wax dude. That's who I was thinking of.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, sorry. That one.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dude next to him though was creepy as hell.
They're actually all, like, not gonna lie, like, when I was younger, it was kind of creepy. That
the
guy.
fishnet guy.
Yeah, that's the one. That's another
Yeah.
one.
I feel like his name is Haunter. I think that's another Pokemon.
Actually, all
It
three
is
of them.
I mean, it could be. That's a
That
very
is,
common
yeah.
name, but it is a Pokemon.
So the clown guy, like, I actually don't have a certain specific one.
What if you had a cattle prod? I don't know. Just
or
something
a
that-
brand.
Just
Oh my
something
God.
that's
A red hot brand.
What,
Yeah.
what about like a butterfly net? Like,
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna catch. I'm gonna
Yes.
catch these ghosts.
That does fit like the very like
Yeah.
non-violent Scooby-Doo nature
Oh my
of
god,
it.
I just thought about it.
And because you have the chameleon, that's
So-
kind of like that explorer kind of vibe, like a safari look. But
Don't
then
I have
A badass
Scooby-Doo
safari
clue?
chick.
you
don't
do
they-
have Scooby-Doo clue.
Don't they have weapons?
Yes.
Do you remember any of those weapons?
I will look them up.
I'll beat you.
I remember there were shackles, there was a net, there was a crystal ball. So not
That's not
all
really a weapon.
weapons. Shackles.
I was just thinking like a baton or some
the
shit.
rope.
Hi there.
Funland Robots Ray Gun. Carlotta's Spellbook.
I remember the ray gun.
Frankenstein's Chain. Witch Doctor's Staff. Ghost Clown's Bomb. And Redbeard's Sword.
Would it be too violent to have a sword?
It won't be too violent to
Like
have a sword.
Just a big ass sword?
Now, did you want like a pirate sword or just a sword?
I can look up Redbeard's
Or like a
Sword.
fencing saber or something.
That does sound like a pirate.
Probably something like somewhat simple. Maybe not something too sharp. Not like
simple,
not the
too
big
sharp.
ass one. Like
Not like a berserk.
yeah, yeah, not
I,
that.
Giant
I would
sword.
like to think on one of your previous outings that there was just a cool sword that you found. You're like, I like this, and then you just kept it forever.
You
Wouldn't
did.
it be kind of funny if somehow we intertwined Star Wars and had a lightsaber?
Oh my goodness.
You want a lightsaber?
She would not be holding that lightsaber
An
like that.
ectoplasm sword.
She would be
Ectoplasm
decapitated
sword.
immediately.
That sounds cool.
That does sound cool. It sounds drippy for some
Yeah.
reason. Like it would have like goo dripping off of it.
Oh my god, I like that idea.
You want ectoplasm sword? I'll give you
Yeah,
one.
why not? I was thinking that, and then there's like also a mix between, because it's funny because we're like hunting ghosts and shit, but they're actually just people. So to use a sword, it's like, oh yeah, they're
Well,
not
not in
ghosts, and
Zombie
they just cut
Island.
them in half.
In Zombie Island, they were actual ghosts.
True.
We're not gonna turn you
Well-
into the authorities. No, we're gonna chop you up.
Chop you in half. Oh, that's dope.
That's cool. Yeah.
No, don't do that. No.
I'm holding a big ass arrow.
I just right. Your weapon is now an arrow.
I'm impressed by your ability
That's
to
kinda
do all
cool,
of
though. I
this
kinda like that idea,
without
too.
using keyboard shortcuts.
It's weird, right? I need to get a detachable keyboard.
I've gotten
for
so
me to
used to
do
using
that.
the keyboard.
I don't know anything about Photoshop. I need to though. I haven't edited any of my videos yet.
Well,
I
you-
know nothing except for when I bought Photoshop for when I had photography.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was taking some pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and then that lasted maybe like 2 months.
Yeah.
That was about it.
I can also help you edit.
I would like that.
I can show you how to do it.
I would like that. I need help.
I need to learn too.
That's like the one step that I haven't completed. I have like 5 videos recorded, and I just
Oh yeah, I can help you.
haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't have to go balls to the wall, but I can show you very simple things of like, this is a cut, this is a
Well,
transition.
See, it's ASMR, so it doesn't really need much editing
Yeah.
because it's straight through.
So you just need to know how to
Enhance certain
just
noises.
do certain things and make
yeah.
it a final product. Yep,
Yeah.
I can help you out for sure.
Dope.
Do you have the software for
I
it?
do have.
Like, do you have Premiere?
Mhm.
Okay, then yeah, that's 100%. That's what I use.
Sorry, this is about Tori. Back to Tori.
Oh, about me.
How you feeling
What
over there in
about
that
me?
chair?
I'm super excited.
Did you notice the blanket you're sitting on?
No, what?
He's got
Oh, it's so cute.
he's got kitties on.
I just know
got
you love
Christmas
cats.
kitties.
Yeah.
That reminds me of those pictures that have just come out where
Aw.
it's like you look at 100 cats and they're like Spot the Rabbit.
Oof.
And
those
you
are
zoom
rough.
in and you scroll through. I'm just like, I swear that it's not here.
I think those are I Spy books, Tyler.
See, I've
Yeah.
got eye problems. I can't be staring at stuff like that.
I love I Spy. That was one of my favorite childhood games was I Spy Treasure Hunt. And I remember a level genuinely creeped me
Was it
out
on
and
the
I'd stop
computer
playing.
or was
Yep,
it? Oh.
I Spy Treasure Hunt.
Because they used to have the magazines.
I was
get
gonna
the
say I grew up
magazines.
with like the books and the.
They don't even have it on
magazines.
Steam. Would have bought that. So I bought Roller
That
Coaster
would be
Tycoon.
cool.
Roller Coaster Tycoon was my favorite game growing up.
You
At
hear
least
that,
on a computer.
Steam? There's people willing to spend money. Get
There
on it.
is.
Mm-hmm.
I know the CEO is watching this video right now.
And while you're at it, make a Left 4 Dead 3, please. Hurry up.
Better yet,
Vamonos.
make a 4. Double
Yeah.
dog dare you.
Left 4 Dead 4.
No, just left 4 dead.
When you look it up, it's actually a 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Really?
saying.
Four,
Left
four.
4 dead.
Left 4 Dead 44.
It's a play on words, guys. It's a play.
I feel
Look
like
how dope I look.
You do look badass, chick. I can't wait to see the hair colored.
Mhm.
I love that, by the way.
Thank
It
you.
just highlights your face perfectly.
Thanks.
It
It
really
does look
brings out your
very cool.
eyes.
Mhm.
It makes me feel like it sounds stupid, but it makes me feel older, in which it makes me feel more like I don't know, like yeah.
I got my shit together. I'm doing this.
Exactly. Like people don't underestimate me because I got like a little bit of gray here, a little bit of gray here.
No, it's really cute.
She's
Thank you.
she's come out of the bathroom so many times with like different hair colors. I'm like,
I
oh
have.
yeah, that's
I haven't
love that.
seen you guys in forever, but I went from light pink to dark pink.
Oh, I'm
to-
talking about even before the 2 front pieces.
Oh.
Like when you would dye all of your hair a certain color.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
She'd
But
have
I was never happy with it like
she'd
I
have so
remember
many
that
different
on
hairstyles.
Facebook.
And I was like, oh, I love it. Like, obviously I love it. I love your hair, just your face and how everything looks together. And then she would go to another color, and I'm like, ooh, I really like that. And then she'd go to another color. I'm like, I like that. But honestly, not as much as this. It's still good,
and then
though.
you're just like, oh, I'm tired of liking everything.
But then she had this look, and I was like, yo, straight up, this is 100% my favorite hairstyle you've ever done.
As far as the front or just the
Just
silver?
the front, not even the color, just
Oh,
that look.
yeah.
That's why you're like, yo, what color should I do next? I'm like, honestly, I don't care. Just
Huh.
keep it that way.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to, but my hair is completely fried.
I was gonna say, how
But-
did you keep it looking so? It looks so smooth.
Honestly, like a lot of it has fallen out since then. But I take this color conditioner stuff. I buy it from Target, and so I'll buy it, do it for like a week, wash a little bit out, and then I'll take like there's this one stuff I bought from Amazon, and it actually strips it enough to where if I put another color over it, it'll just take the other color out and just completely make it a different color.
Because if you've dyed it
So-
multiple times, that looks honestly like your first time. Like it
Really?
doesn't look like you've muddied it with other colors, if that makes sense.
I used to have it purple. You can see it a little
I
bit
can
at the
tell
bottom,
the purple. Yeah,
but then I put gray over it
Mhm.
or silver, and then just completely
it
faded.
looks very
to gray.
lavender. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because it's got like that blue hue to it.
Yeah.
But it's cute, and I don't know how you made it like it looks like a dark ombre. Like you did it intentionally.
It looks like that. I definitely didn't plan it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted it to go from dark to light, but now that's growing out, I need to retouch it a little bit. What is this?
I'm gonna.
Oh my god, it looks like a little dinosaur.
Yeah.
A little dinosaur.
It definitely fits like the
I mean, that's
Scooby-Doo,
what
how
an abomination
Scooby-Doo has
is, right?
very like human characteristics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I gotta be honest, I am using Miss Frizzle's Liz, the
Oh,
lizard.
yeah.
That's why I was looking him up. But
that's fine.
not
Liz
gonna
the
look
lizard.
exactly.
That's
It's just
genius.
a reference, you know. Everyone, even tattoo artists, have to. You not have to, but usually have a reference.
You 100% should.
Because you gotta make sure it's anatomical.
Anatomically.
Could you
correct.
imagine, like,
Yeah.
if you put something on someone's body, it looked wonky, and they're just like, well, why didn't you use any references? Like, well, I didn't want to. It's like, you should have, because this would have looked perfect if you had something to reference to.
Yeah.
True that.
By the way, I love these mojitos,
Yeah.
but they make me have to pee.
Oh, yeah.
That's my cue.
Yeah, but I feel bad. You're doing so good, and you're in your
And
groove.
plus the cat's in the
Well, he's
bathroom.
doing the... No, he's
No,
not.
he's not. Yeah.
We leave him in there for like 10 minutes.
Oh, because he was eating in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My bad.
We have a problem where you like him, I don't. Mm-mm.
Cool, I'm next in line to pee then.
Yeah. No, pee away.
These people drinking mojitos and stuff while I'm over here with my coffee
I
and
know,
my
staying hydrated.
iron gut.
Yeah, you don't pee out of your gut, but nice try.
I got you.
You really did it.
I
Wait a
tried.
minute, Alex, when you said staying hydrated, are you referring to us or you?
That
I
was
said staying
Rachel.
hydrated.
Okay.
And we are technically drinking water, even if it's sparkling.
Okay, because I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think coffee was something that would really hydrate you.
It dehydrates you, actually. Well,
It's got water in it.
yeah, but it's... Okay. We're not going there.
Calm down, laptop.
I know
No.
that fan is powerful, right?
It's working so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as hard as Alex is right now.
Almost.
It has to hold all the greatness.
Yo,
Aw, thank
Rachel, I gotta ask. I'm assuming that caricature on the wall,
Yes.
that's you, correct?
Yes.
Or was you?
Yes.
Did you have gauges? Do you have gauges now?
Okay, so everybody listening, you guys won't get. Okay, everybody always says that when you gauge your ears, they won't heal back. Can you tell they were ever gauged?
No.
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 They just look like a regular earring hole.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like you reach a point of no return with the stretching of
I
them.
was all the way at 00, which I don't know if you know what that means.
I don't. I'm gonna look it up immediately because I actually
I've always wanted them, and I still have them.
the only piercing that I would ever consider, I think,
Wait,
would
what?
be gauges. But that's also because I got big ass earlobes and they're beckoned to be played with.
You
That was a
have
weird
piercings?
wording. My bad.
You have to stretch them. Don't do that crap where you go in and they'll punch a hole in your ear.
Oh, wait,
Do
what?
it yourself. We're talking about gauges because I
Yeah.
used to have gauges and I was showing him that like they've healed. Like, because people always say gauges don't heal, but can you like tell?
Oh, yeah, they're
They
definitely.
just look like regular earring holes. Like if I wear if I wear dangly earrings,
Oh,
heavy
yeah,
dangly
okay.
earrings for
Yeah.
2 hours, they will start to not stretch back, but the elasticity is messed a little bit. Like I
Yeah.
can't wear super heavy earrings, but other than that, they've healed back. I mean, that's big enough to put your pinky through.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Yeah. Oh,
something
wow.
that big. Like, yeah, it does.
Now, I'm sure
it
if you
just
went up to
healed.
like an inch, past an inch, it might be a little bit more of a struggle, but I really do think that they heal back. It just messes with the elasticity. Like, they're a little bit more stretchy, but even then,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, my brother had him this big, and then it ripped his ear in half. He had to get it
Sewn back.
sewn back,
Yeah.
and then like completely sewn back to where it doesn't make. It kind of makes his ear look kind of wonky a little bit.
Your
but
brother's gauges look like the size of a 50-cent coin.
a 50-cent coin.
Yeah.
I always said
Was
if
it
I got
really-
gauges,
A
I'd
half
want them that
dollar.
big.
I'm sorry, it's a half dollar.
Oh,
But it's 50
oh yeah,
cents.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's like that's bigger than a quarter, and that's the next step up from what I could see it as.
If you want
Yeah, it's
gauges, though,
crazy.
I would get your ears pierced. Let them heal all the way, and then
And start to
do
stretch
it
them
slow.
slowly.
Yeah, like I would do once a month to every 2 months, because like I never blew out my ears, but they would get really hard and like almost calcify. Because do you guys know what cauliflower ear is?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so
wrestlers get.
It would kind of do
kinda
that
bubbles
in the
up a little
lobe,
bit.
and I would have to let it slowly heal back down. But I wouldn't get them punched through because you don't want to lose that skin.
Well,
Yeah.
that's also a thing. Like I was just looking at like fake gauges or temporary gauges, and nothing seems to pop up when I search that.
You can't do that, I don't think.
Because I would just like
Temporary.
to, I don't know, just something like when
So
people
when it
get like the
looks like
fake
it's
earring, they just get like a magnet and it goes on the other side of it, so it looks like
Oh.
it's going through.
No, I know.
I
what
just
you're
want to
talking
like
about.
have like a visualization of, hey, would I actually look good with gauges?
Have somebody Photoshop a gauged
Um,
lobe onto your ear.
I guess that would be the best.
I know a guy.
I know a guy.
Alex,
I know a guy.
new tab again.
Switching it up again.
Oh,
that?
also in my dumb defense, I always just typed in "would I look good with gauges," hoping something helpful would pop up.
You're silly.
Yeah, faux plugs.
Oh,
Faux plugs, yeah.
I've seen those, yeah, but it's still you wouldn't
won't
look
look-
like it wouldn't like see through. But
Yeah.
and I don't know if you'd have the roundness around it to make it look like it was in.
It would
But
more
that's-
so be poking out.
And
a
I
little more.
honestly, I don't even know if I'd want the see-through ones. Like in my mind, I would just want,
Plugs.
yeah, but also
you might as well do
see-through is
this.
cool. But I've always had like, anytime women wear like hoop earrings or something, I'm like, oh my god, I would be terrified that it would get yanked on like
Yeah.
anything at all.
Yeah, I don't. Mm-mm.
But I know gauges are probably a little more sturdy, a little safer because they're, I don't know, stronger. They're not just like hanging from your ear.
No, they're safer, but you have to do it safely. Like, because you could rip your own ear. But, like, when it's in, it's not going to rip your ear.
Yeah, my brother was very impulsive. He had, like, tapers, and he would just keep playing with it. And it's like, yeah, that's infected. You went too far, too fast.
The tapers, yeah, because what I would have to do is, when I would size up to the next size, it would literally be, like, sticking out halfway on both sides for, like, 2 days. And each day, I would have to push it in a little bit more. Just It's a slow process.
How you liking your lizard, Dory?
He's adorable.
Is he cute?
Sorry,
Yes.
Tanya.
I imagine that you are the outgoing, let's go get this monster, and
Yeah.
your chameleon's like, I'm just gonna hide.
Kind of like a Scooby-Doo-esque
Well, they
animal.
Yeah.
They do absorb color. What is it? Change colors.
Mhm.
So that
Oh,
makes sense why it would
yeah.
be hiding.
Oh, that's
It's more
awesome.
of a hiding animal than it is like a,
It's there for
predatory.
emotional support. It'll hold on to you while you have to do the tough shit.
yeah, I like that.
And it could also, like, crawl up and reach high places.
That's true. It could be helpful.
Scooby-Doo
in a
ain't
way.
doing-
could be helpful.
Yeah, because Scooby-Doo would, like, sniff out things, and, like, if something's high up, he more gets like, a vantage
And then
point.
he can be like the
Or he
guy
could
or the
spy.
the guy. I call
The guy.
He's the guy who goes up on like
Yeah, he does recon.
on the I won't say roof, but it's a ceiling, like where like the wooden ceiling is.
The
where they have
the
the
rafters.
rafters where they have the traps, and then just like let go of the traps with his tail.
Yeah, and he'd be able to
I
do
don't
it
know.
because his tail would, like, help him, and he could just
Yeah,
hang
yeah.
and stuff.
But
I
he'd
can
also
see
be a
it.
good like he could spy because he could blend in and spy.
That's
on
smart,
people.
too.
Oh my god, I love this.
I know.
What's his name? Her name?
Oh my god.
Their name?
I like it to be a girl because you got Scooby. I think that would just fit in well.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man, that's
Take-
a good
Have to
name.
name
Take your time with it.
Hmm.
Well, because now I can't stop thinking of Liz.
I know.
Yeah. Oh God.
Godzilla.
I've heard of someone had
Kaiju.
Lizzie and Lizel as two Anoles. I like the name Lizel.
So
Myself's
it would
cool.
be
But
a
that was-
chameleon.
that was the boy version
Girl,
name.
a girl chameleon. What would a play on words other than Liz? For like lizard.
If I was Google,
Maybe
I'd be
think of
like,
something that goes with
comedian?
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
That's what I was just thinking. Like Scooby-Na.
Scooby-Doo. That's adorable. The first thing that comes to mind is Cammy.
Cute.
Cammy the chameleon, but there's just very like, I don't know.
I'm thinking of like Lolly or something.
Ooh, what's a good name for back in the
I was just thinking that.
back
Yeah.
in the day? Yeah. Let's see.
And what?
This is honestly kind of hard.
This
We
is
don't have to
hard.
name it. We don't have to.
That's
you don't have
true.
to. This is not on us. This is you.
You 100% don't listen to Rachel. You 100% you have to name this.
I kind of like Ellie.
I love that. That's cute.
It seems like a very,
And it could be like Elizabeth, but Ellie instead of Liz.
there you go.
Oh, that's it then. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to that. That all makes sense. Because you got the Liz for Lizard, but then Ellie, Elizabeth. Good job, Rachel. 100% listen to Rachel.
That's on me. Well, you just told her not to listen to me.
That's why I'm
This is
saying, don't listen to
confusing.
me, listen to Rachel.
Or okay, so we got Ellie or Frankie. Frankie's a girl name
That's
too.
really cute. I love that. Like it's like got like a boy vibe, but it's.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with like boy names for girls.
You mentioned Frank earlier. Was it Frank? Yeah.
Yeah.
For a pet,
Mhm.
Frankie
I also like that too.
or
Frankie.
Charlie.
That's really
That's also
cute.
Or Charlie.
Charlie.
I'm obsessed with that. I love Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. Help
Like
me.
Charlotte,
You
but
bet
Charlie
not,
for
Beth.
short. Okay, I'm obsessed with nicknaming things.
Help me.
That's
Get this
funny.
ghost.
My mom's name is Charlotte, and she hates when
Charlie?
people call her Charlie.
Oh, I love it. It's adorable.
She hates
I like
it
that
so
name.
much.
What does she like to be? Does it have to be Charlotte all the way, or can it be
It's-
like Olata?
It's Charlotte or Char.
Char's cute.
I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, she's
She-
not a big nickname.
I mean, she seems okay with it when Austin's over.
Shut up. I want it on
Yeah,
record.
okay.
That was for
Stepfather.
you, bro. I
We're
know you're not gonna
talking
watch
about
this.
Austin.
but-
You know how Tori feels.
I don't like him. He should
I
know
don't
this.
very much care for him.
He thinks I like him, but I don't.
He's never gonna watch this. Ryan will
Nope,
though.
he's never gonna watch it. Hopefully
Ryan will
Ryan
keep your
doesn't tell
secret.
him. I mean, I love Ryan.
Austin
but
only
Austin?
watches things that he stars in.
Not
That's
even that.
true.
Emphasis on stars in.
When he was on-
really takes over anything he's in.
When he was over last time, he was like, "Yeah, I need to watch some of your guys' videos because I'll be in them and I just won't watch them."
See, anytime that I don't watch something, if I'm in it, it's because I don't like me in it. I'm very like insecure when it comes to certain things, like Tyler's videos, for example.
Yeah, I was very nervous to rewatch the video that Alex and I did together.
Why?
Because I was like, oh
So-
man, I was just put a lot of pressure on myself to talk and, you know, this and that and not have any, like, dead space. Because it would have been so easy for me just to sit here and just watch in awe. But it's like, nope, keep the conversation going. Alex is doing a lot of the work already.
He does a good job at asking questions when it gets
Mhm.
like not boring, but like
Yeah.
stagnant.
Yeah.
Unless it's
It's very
Ryan's
commendable.
video.
Which
'cause
how
I'm
Unless
just
it's
like-
Ryan's.
How do you
Poor
do
Ryan.
that?
I know.
Ryan talked. He was fine. Ryan can talk.
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
that in a good way. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
that in
yeah,
a good
yeah.
way.
And then I rewatched
I
it and I
appreciate
was
that
like,
aspect.
it's not
Definitely
too
in
bad.
a good way, Ryan. If he's watching.
He'll be
just
watching.
kidding,
Hi,
yeah.
Ryan.
No, Ryan's very
Hi.
good with just casual conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So are you though, babe.
Thank you.
Oh, how sweet.
It breaks up my shyness. We'll go out and he'll be like saying hi to everybody and smiling, and I'm like literally I don't even make eye
Really?
contact. Like don't look at me. Don't acknowledge my existence. I'm on a path,
That's me.
a mission.
Yeah, it's really crazy
I'm
how
shy
y'all
and
are like
scared.
similar, and then I'm like that. I always say to hi, and it's not even like that. I'm trying to say hi. It's just like, oh hi. Like I don't want it to be.
You don't have to force it out. It's just natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like talking
Most
to
of the
people
time.
if we're out. Like,
Or you'll like, hey, I know that person. Oh wait, I know them. Yep. Everywhere. We were in
Really?
West Virginia, and he's like, I think I know that person.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not kidding. Everywhere.
yeah,
West Virginia.
I almost met
Of all
up with
places.
somebody who I knew from West Virginia.
What?
Yeah.
To the
Crazy.
viewers at home, we do not live in West Virginia.
No.
So
We
that
also
is a
live
big
in
Ohio.
deal.
anywhere near West Virginia.
That
Not
is
even
Nowhere near
close.
there.
Big
Oh,
deal.
wait on
Because I'll go to like a different city.
We
Like,
had to take 2 layover flights, guys.
that. Two
'Cause
layover
I-
Yeah, that
flights.
sucks.
I did not live here growing up. So I'm very thankful for that. Because anytime I go back home, I'm the exact opposite of Alex. I want to recognize no one. I don't want to be caught in small talk or anything like
How
that.
you been? What are you doing now? Let's go catch up.
Yeah. You do that.
It
'cause
makes me so nervous.
That is the one thing though that I really am not a huge fan of is seeing people from high school because I was not a high school person. And so
Yeah.
that's the only time I'm really like, I'm gonna avoid them. I hope they don't see me. But like anytime they do, like he just walks away. It's so funny. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna go shop now." He's like, he's not the, oh hi, like.
I do that mostly to not make you guys feel obligated to
No,
include me in
I know.
conversation. Because it's
I
like,
know
yeah,
that.
you guys are catching up, so I'm just gonna leave you be.
It's
Tyler,
it's
own
not
your
a negative
space.
thing. Yeah.
Fine.
Breathe your air.
Be
Speak
yourself.
your talk.
My
yourself.
air is much clearer when not around people.
I agree on with
When you
that.
like
come
my-
over, state what time you're leaving.
I like my.
I'm going to leave at 9 o'clock. No later.
You're
Look-
not allowed to kick me out before then either, and I'm also gonna eat one of your pieces of bread.
That's right.
No pressure, Alex, but
Toast it
I'm
for
shooting
me.
for 10:36.
With butter.
Yeah?
You have 21 minutes.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
jeez.
I gotta hurry up.
No, please don't hurry up. Take your time. Enjoy this.
Yes, please.
All right, well, I'm leaving in 20 minutes now.
Why? Well,
Just
We'll
kidding.
take
It's still
20
20 minutes.
Yeah. We're gonna keep Tori tonight, so.
I'm
Yeah.
teasing. I'm teasing.
are you sure?
Oh, yeah. He's teasing now when we threaten to keep you.
That's what it is.
It's gonna be you and the cat tonight.
But I do have a lot of issues with
I
that.
love kitties.
I'm just like, I just don't want to be around people so they don't have to
Like, feel
worry about
obligated.
include me in conversation,
You-
but then
you
I also
feel
don't
like
want
a
to be
burden,
included
is
in
that what it
conversation.
is? You
Yeah.
shouldn't. You're adorable.
Thanks.
You are perfect
You
just the
sound
way
like
you
you don't
are.
believe it.
He
Uh,
really doesn't, but
Thanks.
it's just yeah. It's
You know, we had Rachel's sister and her boyfriend over, and we were watching your blind Rubik's Cube one. And they went, how the fuck is he doing this?
I messed that up so badly.
How?
It
They
could-
were impressed though.
Because
it was
I knew
impressive.
how to solve it, but I was doing things as if I were able to look at it. So I would do those movements, look at it, make sure those movements were right, and then go on from there. But then it occurred to me that, I'm doing this blindfolded. Well, with a bag on my head specifically. So
My
it's
pug
like,
bag.
I
With
can't
pugs on
I
it.
can't do these particular algorithms and then check to see if I'm right.
Because technically,
So I
someone who's blind can't
Yeah.
just immediately
Yeah.
check to see
So
if
instead of
right.
doing it one step at a time, I was doing it two like I normally would do, and I'm like, oh, man, and I'm on camera. But in editing that, I also didn't want to jump it because I wouldn't trust a video where someone was doing something blindfolded and then there was a jump cut and then something went on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like-
I get
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking it off. You're looking at it. So I was like, well, this is about to be a 14-minute long video.
it. He did do it one day. He what did you do? Did you put like a blindfold on, or did you just close your eyes?
You were standing there and I was looking up to the point where like my neck was killing me. But it was like,
I think I was like doing this to where
'Cause
I
I-
can't see, but like
I bought that Rubik's
Ah.
Cube.
blinding him to where he can't see it.
Yeah, I bought that Rubik's Cube and it was like, oh, this is like a touch one. And I want to see if I can do it like on a video because I do a lot of Rubik's things on my channel. And I was like, I want to save it for that to like see if I can I want to get that genuine reaction out of me. So I just had it there. And then Tori came in the room and I was like, oh, I want to show her. I want to see if I can do it. And then I did it
Yeah.
and I was like, this is awesome. And then of course when I do it on camera, I'm like, oh, kept messing up at that one point.
It's probably because you know you're on camera.
Yeah.
Something about that really.
Because I was trying to
The
make
pressure
it.
of it.
Yeah,
Even
'cause
recording my voice.
Like
is
now.
like, ugh.
I hate making
Even though we're not on
videos.
camera,
I
just
hate
our
making
voices.
videos long. It's hard for me just to get to the point, so I try to speed it up as quickly as I can. So that's what I was trying to do when solving that cube, was just speed it through it. I'm like, nope, can't do it because my eyes are closed. I'm not looking at it.
Is there a reason you want shorter videos?
Because I don't like watching long videos. Like, I'm more willing to watch like a 7-minute video than like a 14-minute video, for example.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
the opposite.
I love watching long videos.
I don't like it when it's less than 10 minutes. I feel like I'm
Like
not
wasting
waiting.
time.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Or at least like put on a video while you're like doing something else.
Yes.
And
Plus
yeah,
YouTube, if I'm gonna be watching for only 7 minutes and I still have to deal with 4 ads, you can go away somewhere with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that amazes me. Like, Alex,
It's
you like...
ridiculous.
You surprised the hell out of me when I found out that you were watching my Ring Fit videos. I'm
Yeah.
like, I expected no one to watch like any of them all the way through. So I'm like, these are an hour minimum. Longest one was like over 3 hours long. Like,
You'll
how
find
is someone...
people that want that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that are really looking for long form content.
Yeah.
You can ask Rachel, but like I'll just keep your videos on while
Yeah.
I'm drawing and stuff and just listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's my number one fan over there.
I got you, fam.
That's awesome.
As soon as you
Gotcha.
post anything, he clicks on it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then
Oh,
my
shit.
my neck.
Don't tell him I'm such a friend.
I feel like I need to step up my game then, because
Yeah, Tori, what's the last video of mine you've seen that I didn't
So-
make you watch?
So I was watching your was it the Friday the 13th playthrough.
Yeah, those ones.
I played all of them.
That was fun. I know
What
you.
is
I
that, for
played
the
him one-
game or for him? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a
I
joke.
fell asleep to them. So
See,
I couldn't-
your dad's got you all twisted. You
Your
can fall
silky
asleep to those
voice.
games.
That's right.
I'm fine with that.
No, but I did see the I was gonna watch the one where you had the bag over your head, but I haven't yet. I just saw the thumbnail. I was
'Cause
like,
you-
oh boy.
You like the pugs on that bag.
Because I told him that I wanted to keep that bag. I was like, I want to reuse it one day.
Well, there you go.
Then he did.
It had its use.
This is so cool.
Mm-hmm. I hate the color difference though. We
Yeah.
gotta figure out your laptop screen. Like, wait, do you think it just
Yeah.
needs recalibrated? Should we like mess with the red, green, blue?
I don't know. Tyler seems to be a wizard, and I keep spitting on my screen. I need to quit.
I could probably figure it out, but you know,
Yum.
I want to see When you put up the videos, is it taking the color off the laptop? Because it's capturing from the laptop.
Yes, but the thing is I know that the colors I'm using are actually like vibrant colors. This is what it's recording, and it looks perfect. The colors,
that
but if
makes
you look
sense,
over to
yeah.
that, it's all diluted
It's
or
just
unsaturated.
the screen. Like when
Okay.
he
I
posts
see.
it somewhere else. See, when he used to do his editing on this laptop, all of his drawings would come out really, just not as vibrant as when he would be drawing them. And we noticed that it's just this screen, because when he posts it somewhere else, it looks different.
Okay, yeah, because in my
Gotcha.
mind, I'm like, oh, yeah, he's recording off the laptop. It's recording what the laptop sees. And it's like, oh, no, it's recording what his tablet is seeing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why how
That's
it's
pretty
trippy.
cool.
Well,
You can't
yeah.
watch that. You have to, because I would be like, no, that's not the right color, and he'd be like, nope, you're not looking at the right screen.
Yeah, because that's got
Wow.
like a burnt orange color, whereas
Yeah.
on the screen,
Which,
it's
you know,
red.
is still kind of cool, but I do like the red more.
Yeah, I have a
It's awesome.
YouTube video where it's me editing my Flatwoods monster drawing, and when you look on it, like I use like hot pink, but I'm going for a purple,
Okay.
and it's so weird because I'll look at it and I'm like, why is it like it's capturing that to where you can see what actual color I'm using, but fuck this nib right now.
Yeah, I was like, why
Yeah,
is it
I heard
squeaky?
that,
It's
yeah.
getting annoying, and it's a new nib, so maybe I'm just
Oh, maybe
running it
that's
into the
why.
ground or something, or something. I don't
Does
know.
it need some kind of weird, like this weird, but like not lubrication, but
You got to do it like a
Lubrication.
pool stick. You get that little,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little chalky
Yeah.
Right.
cube.
I'm thinking maybe if I like stay on one side of it, it'll shave it down and be a little bit smoother.
did
Probably.
you clean your screen?
I did. I
It might
cleaned
be
before they
because there's
came
no
over.
oils on your screen and it's just clean.
That's possible.
That is possible. I act like I know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
talking
kind
about.
of.
Oh, I forgot I have to pee.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have to.
Bladder calling.
So what is it about Scooby-Doo?
me?
I said bladder calling.
What is it about Scooby-Doo that like you just love so much? Is it like childhood? You grew up with it?
I think it is because it was one of those things where like I shared with my family, like my whole family or my immediate family absolutely loved it, and it was one of those things where I could just like that was one thing that we knew about each other that we all liked.
Oh, so it was a family. That's cute.
Yeah, because
That's
my
sweet.
brother loved it. I mean, they would buy me like Scooby-Doo toys, just the whole nine. Like I grew up with it. I think I had a Scooby-Doo comforter. I had everything.
Yeah.
And I actually do miss it. Like as far as the older, you know, and then the whole family Scooby-Doo thing, but I
Yeah.
think with it kind of is nice because I can incorporate him. Because the fact that he got me that thing, it just makes me like, it ties in my whole family thing. And I think that's why I was so touched by it.
Because the only other people to buy you that stuff was your family.
Yeah.
So it, like makes them a part of the family. Kind of.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
My
Yeah.
family immediately like was like, oh yeah, like they love Tyler regardless. But when I told them about him getting that, like you could see it in their eyes. They're just like he's definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
Not to get all emotional.
That's just a really thoughtful gift, and it's like it's not that hard to like come up with. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it's just like sometimes things are so obvious people don't think about it. But like the fact that he
No,
really knew
yeah.
that about you, because like anybody could. I don't. I'm making it sound wrong. I'm trying to
No,
make it
I
sound
know what
good.
you mean though.
Like, you know, like I could buy Alex anything Fallout, but like the fact that I know exactly what kind of model and brand that he's into, like that's what makes it special. So the fact that he knew
Yeah.
like that was the one doll, like the one piece
That
you
was
didn't-
missing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was with you when we got it, but I was going to point out that you got something similar for me up there. If you see it right next to, this is going to be a little weird, but next to the urns is the Power Ranger figure from Power Rangers Galaxy.
Yes.
And
Oh.
he was my favorite character or my favorite Power Ranger growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Aw.
found it at an action figure store, and she bought it for me. And
Aw.
it's fucking awesome, and I love it.
I really hope my flush.
Okay, we have to be quiet now that he's back.
I really hope my flush
Yeah.
interrupted your guys' talk about your parents and me and how I'm awesome.
Oh my god,
See,
I was
I
really hoping that he wouldn't hear any of
We're gonna
that.
pick up your
it's
flush.
nothing I haven't.
Not
heard
that you
before.
wouldn't hear it in the video when you watch it, you know, over again.
right?
I'm gonna be mad if it's not in there because I literally waited 2 hours when you were here. I had to pee so bad.
Oh, it'll
I
pick it
actually
up.
went and
Crazy.
peed, and I didn't flush until they were done because I was so nervous.
You said you done? Okay, good.
Yeah,
I
did.
promise it'll pick it up. It's just how loud it'll pick it up.
Well, I know this
Oh.
mic is bomb, but like it depends on how far away it is too.
True.
Well, this mic is good for picking up everything.
I know,
But that's
trust me.
good and bad for certain things.
Like when you
for
live
something
in,
like
like-
ASMR,
Sure. Yeah,
this
I
is
like
the
brown.
go-to mic.
But when you live next to a main road in a downtown area, it's not the
hmm
True that.
I have so much trouble. I'm learning to remove noise.
That's what I need help with. I don't know how to like clear the
Oh,
excess
We could
noise.
soundproof the room.
I got you. Just invite me
But
over
that's
one day
too
and I'll.
complicated. I'd rather learn how to do it digitally, so that way I don't have to stress. I want to be able to just pick up and record whenever I get, because it's all about motivation for me. If I don't do it when I'm motivated, like I just won't do it.
Oh, same.
That was a big thing for me in like doing the Ring Fit videos. I'm like, okay, I've really like the lighting is this, the lighting is that, and like I ended up not wanting to set up anything complicated because I didn't want that to distract from like
Yeah.
the task at hand. But then after that, you get into like editing it, and you're like, yeah, the lighting could have been better, the sound could have been
Yeah.
better, this, that, this, and that. But it's like, you know what? You do the best with what you can. You don't have to make everything perfect, because then it's really easy to get discouraged with, you know, like nothing turning out the way you wanted it.
It's also supposed to be fun, and like these like famous YouTubers really make it look simple, but it's not that simple. And I think sometimes people appreciate just seeing the realness of it. Like we've all gotten used to a certain type of content. What's it called? I can't think of what the word is exactly, but we've all gotten used to a standard. A
Okay.
standard
I was gonna say mainstream or
of
something.
content,
Okay.
but like it's also like you want to be able to just have fun with it.
Go back and watch any main channel's like first video. It's so eye-opening.
I've
It's-
never done that, and I
It's
need
so refreshing.
like
It's-
Good Mythical Morning. I
I
couldn't
love
even
them.
imagine going to season 1.
I am amazed by theirs because they start off everything with like, let's talk about that. And they used to do different things, like different logos and different timings of who would say Good Mythical Morning or whatever.
Yeah.
They still switch it up every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's like they had the format right, but obviously the quality is way different. Now they have a set with a crew of
Their set is wonderful.
tens and tens
Yes,
of
it
people. I
is.
have no idea how many. But they were just in, I'm pretty sure, like a bet. Oh my god, it's the Uzi thing. I was wondering what he
Oh
was
no,
doing.
I knew exactly what he was doing. It's
He's
so
doing
cool.
the
I just realized I said
Oh,
Uzi,
man.
so not Uzi like the gun, but
Uzi.
yeah, it's that. It's got that.
Uzi.
It's got that Uziness to it. I love that. But yeah, just to go back at anyone's old stuff, and then there's me who, I don't know, like I've had old things, but I just deleted my most popular video because it's like, you know, obviously it was
Clickbait.
it was a big thing. And someone commented on it and said, "Oh wow, we've come full circle because this is when I was introduced. This is the video I was introduced to your channel." And I was like,
I saw that.
"That's awesome, but that's a big reason why I did want to delete it." I'm like, I don't want this to be the video, like the most popular one,
Yeah, I get that.
because it was like completely different. And plus, like the lighting was terrible, the audio was terrible, things like this.
It was your most popular video, so it probably wasn't that terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Honestly, everyone grows. Like
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, you have to start out from what you would call the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and then make it up to the top.
Started from the bottom.
Now
That
we're
would be-
here.
yeah.
We
That's
all
what I
got
thought
that.
about. But yeah, exactly. So like you're obviously gonna have like what you consider crappy videos compared
Yeah.
to your better videos or more recent videos.
Yeah, and like Alex, he was just drawing on paper and doing this and that. He didn't let the fact that he didn't have this tablet that he has now. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to draw until I get something like that." It's like, no. There's something more fun about getting started and like appreciating the new tools you have because
Yeah.
you had the tools that you started out with.
I mean, look at all the stuff in front of us.
That
Like,
yeah.
that's awesome. I love looking at this. This is so cool.
Thank
I
you.
told him he couldn't leave it at the guys. I was like, you have to bring
No,
that.
you-
I need
yeah.
that. I would stare at, I would snap it all the time and like just be like still so proud of him. Like a week later, like
You're so
still in
cute.
love with this.
It
like I
blows
just
my
can't
mind.
get over it. It's the
Like,
focal point for a
gorgeous.
reason. I wanted it above
Gorgeous.
the couch, but it makes sense to have it here. Like this, it needs to be with his space.
Yeah.
Well, next big thing like that is going to be my tarot card collection. And
I know, I'm
so
so excited. I get the first deck.
Oh, that's awesome.
All
Oh,
of
I'm
my
so
friends get
excited.
assigned one of it.
Have you guys haven't seen them, have you? Nobody's seen
No,
them.
I haven't.
I have
Trying to keep
been
them under wraps.
showed
That's okay.
a few.
He's really coming. You're coming up with your own style, and it's really amazing. But
I'm
that's
excited to see
something,
him.
like what they were just saying. Like that's something that I love about you is that you're never held back. Like you never have days where you're
Bogged down.
yeah, no, you'll have moments, but it's like you always get back up, and you never like are deterred by what you don't have. You just work with what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Which is awesome.
It is. I get so
you.
I tell him all the time that he's the better half because like I don't know how.
Aw.
I don't know how he
Oh,
does it, man.
He's about to have a big head. I mean,
I
I do.
am.
I talk him up all the time.
Well, he
You guys are going to leave and I'll be like,
like, yeah.
I'm
has-
pretty good, aren't I?
he with his talent and skill set and the medium that he chooses to like express it all with, he has a vision in his head and he has the talent to actually be able to make it come to life.
To execute it.
But he
That's
doesn't
awesome.
let it get to his head.
Yeah.
Like you don't. He's not cocky. That's why I don't
So
have
you
problems
seem very
saying this.
humble.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I tried to.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know if with all these
honestly,
compliments.
you should be a little more big-headed. It was funny. I was telling my dad about how much you charge people for commissions. He does commissions, everyone.
I do commission.
And my
You
dad was
do.
like, he needs to charge more. Like, still. I was telling him how much you've been charging recently. And he's like, you need to charge. I think you still need to charge more.
Yeah, I charge what I think the amount of, I don't want to say like effort, because like
Okay.
things take effort and it depends on like what I need to do, and I could work on a piece for like 8 hours, but the payoff, like, I charge with how much I think I'm gonna like it in the end.
But it's
That
not
makes
about
sense.
you.
I don't
it's
know.
about how much it's worth for them.
Right.
Because if it's
right.
a business card, they're going to be using this for years. If it's a logo, like this is the face of their company, like do some research on how much other people charge on those things and then
Some
base it
people
on
are
that.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's because people like you need a logo. Like I can't draw. I need a logo. Like I'm going to pay somebody what it's worth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Our
And that logo could be the face of literally their whole thing.
They could blow up to be a
Like,
$1 million
20 years
company.
later,
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah.
You never know.
yeah, mine
That
and
is true.
mine and Tori's friend Anthony, he did all the artwork for our TeamTyri channel, and on his website he has fixed prices. He's like, if you want this type of art style, it's this much. This type of art style, it's this much. And I'm
Yeah.
like I'd be so nervous to just put a price out there and have someone be like, oh, well, that's too much, or oh, that's not enough. So is it actually good quality and things like that?
Yeah, that's how I am.
So for
It's
you
like,
guys
I-
to choose one, so the way I would base
That
it
would be
off of
hard.
is
It'd be
obviously
stressful.
like going off of other people's like their price points, but it's like, what would I pay for? Like,
Honestly,
would
there's-
this be a reasonable price?
There's like never really a good price point because it's always going to be either too much or too little. Like you have to go with your gut.
It's always
on-
relative.
You do have to go
Yeah.
with what you. Yeah. So don't let us pressure you or anything. I'm just saying. I think that you're worth more than that you charge. But if you feel like
Thank
that's
you.
what it's worth, you're the one doing the work, and if you're okay with it, don't let me tell you what to do. Sorry, not to
But you
take the
should.
not to
I'm
take
just-
the.
Just put it out
The
there.
spotlight
you
off
should
of
charge
Tori.
more. I don't want the spotlight on me.
Sometimes.
This is your
video, chick.
Yeah, this is your video. We haven't seen each other in a while.
I know.
What's that?
It's been forever. Actually, since Christmas.
Oh my God! It was Christmas.
I know.
Christmas.
Thanks, COVID.
Yep.
I
thanks,
forgot.
COVID.
It was Christmas.
It
Yeah,
was
it was
Christmas,
Christmas
but
night.
it was for a little bit. And then we did our little. Is it White Elephant? What's that called?
think
Secret
so.
Santa.
Secret Santa.
Secret
yeah.
Santa.
White elephant would be fun. I think next year we
Yeah.
should do a white elephant. I love
We
that.
should.
Because the Secret Santa's fun, but I think it would be funner to just buy a random gift and like have like people fight over it.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
they have
definitely.
like the different sized boxes, and it's like, oh, I want the big one, and it's like,
And then you
oh,
gotta-
it was a big box with a rock in it.
Or it was like wrapped 10 times in other boxes, and then you're just spending 10 years opening it. I would.
And
do
then
some
it's
stuff
like
like
just
that.
like a note or something.
I did that with my brother when we were growing up. I remember there was one Christmas where I had this huge box, and he would do this thing. He would have to guess the gift, and I'm just like, "Ugh, well, that
How
takes
would you guess a
that
gift?
takes the fun. He would just know, and so I put 2 10-pound weights in a box, wrapped it, and inside that box was a DVD copy of the Santa Claus 2.
Did he guess it?
No, he thought it was a remote control
No.
car. And I was like, oh,
Ah.
I'm winning. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, he's going to be a little bummed when it's not a remote control car. But also,
Yeah.
That's why he shouldn't guess it.
he loved that. That's
True.
the thing. I'm like, why wrap this gift and put it under the tree if, like, you're just immediately going to, like, pick it up, shake it, guess immediately what it is? I'm like, well, I feel like I didn't do a good job. Because the whole point of, like, Christmas is, like, that mystery. It's like that, well, it's not the whole point, but that's the fun part of, like, wrapping the gifts.
And then you have to lie.
It's like the
no,
fun
it's not
surprise of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's an episode of Friends where Chandler, Phoebe, and Rachel have to find Monica's hiding spot for all the gifts. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not what it's about.
And then she finds it, or they find it, and then she put a note in there.
Yeah, or you could be like me and hide a gift so well that you yourself forgot where you put it, and then
Oof.
you have to give
When
it to
did
your
that
dad.
happen?
Like,
Oh, the Jaws.
yeah, well, that's also because we moved, and I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, I'm gonna put this in this tote, and I forgot about that tote. So I ended up getting them. It was just some coasters, but it was like a small box, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, you know what? It could be going forever.
Where'd you find it?
It was in a tote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in a tote with a bunch of other random things that I wasn't gonna use, but it was just
Ah.
that particular gift was around those objects. So, oh, and look, then he's gonna turn down the opacity. It's gonna be a different shade.
Right,
of
this is
I
Tyler's
love-
favorite part.
I love the fact that it does that whole, what is that, like broken up look? I don't know.
Scratchy?
Yeah, scratchy look.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm so used to doing, like, remember back in the day when we had paint? You know what I'm talking
like
about?
MS Paint,
MS Paint.
Yes.
or are you talking about like actual paint?
No,
Like-
MS Paint.
okay.
Like the very simple,
Mhm.
simple.
Yep. Microsoft
And-
Paint.
Yes. So I just remember that, and like all of the lines were so bold, and I don't know. It just like I feel like it's really cool to see how it breaks up like that. That's so cute.
No, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
His eye looks like an onion to me.
An
A little
onion.
bit of an onion.
At least on the laptop,
That's
it's
pretty
definitely
good.
got that light purple color.
Yeah, it really does.
Like purple,
I don't know how I'm comfy, but I am.
You're
These
comfy.
couches are
Comfy.
Look-
these couches are just
Look at me.
comfortable.
Look at my legs. I'm just like Supermaning right
Oh
now.
yeah, you do, yeah, you're like very straight. That's interesting. I don't know how you're not
You're like
sliding
planking, kind of, but not planking.
without the muscle work.
Yeah, my back is just slowly starting to cave in, so I'll adjust in 5 minutes like I keep doing.
Be careful. Do you want a pillow? to,
No,
put
I'm
under your
good.
hips?
I'm just a very restless person.
Oh, I feel that. I can't even sit still. I
Mhm.
rock, like, back and forth. I can't sit still. I'm just a crazy.
I'm very like tap my foot or like
Mm-hmm.
definitely him. He moves his legs a lot, but like I'm
Yeah.
very like oh shit, fidgety as far as my hands, but he's more of his feet.
I
Mhm.
keep going to crack my knuckles even now, and I'm like, wait, I don't want that popping in the video.
That's honestly,
Pop your
I
No,
wish.
you hate that. You hate
It'll
that.
be all fine. It'll be okay. I'm in the zone.
Oh, now I need to do it. Why did you mention it?
Just hide down
Just-
here. Like, come down
Nope,
here.
stop it.
Okay, I got it. It was quiet. Rachel's
Was it
was
though?
much louder than
Oh, I
mine.
just popped my back though. That was nice.
I needed to do that.
I wish I had
I can only do it when I stretch.
These
Alex's.
people are gross, viewer.
I wish
They're
I
gross.
had.
Oh, I did not mean to crack my knee. That was my knee.
I wish I had Alex's choice of medium, because since we're talking about being restless, I always have to be like doing something
Yeah.
while I'm doing something else, because it gives me the feeling
that's
of being more productive. But my choice of artistic medium is making videos, which is
Uh-huh.
video and audio.
Uh-huh.
So I have to be paying attention to what I'm looking at, and I have to be like hearing what I'm looking at. And so when Alex was going live on Facebook and just listening to music, I'm like, I wish that would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been like, well, Wizards of Waverly Place. I've been watching a lot of that because it's just like a comfort show. It's just something I want to
really
do
is.
and just relax. And I'm like, oh, but I also want to make videos. Ooh, but I can watch Wizards of Waverly Place while making a video. Wait, no, I can't. So then I just end up not making the video.
I think anything that you grew up with is kind of like a comfort, but a comfort thing.
I can't get to mine, and you know what it is?
What is it?
George Lopez.
What? That's not anywhere?
George Lopez.
Are you shitting me?
I mean, I think you can get it on Amazon Prime, but it's like $20 to $30 for one season.
Yeah.
I hate that, man.
And I'm so mad. Like, put it
Not
on a
even on
streaming
Hulu?
service for me to watch it.
No.
I'm gonna research it because I had the same
He owns
problem.
the rights to him.
He owns the rights to it.
Oh.
He doesn't want to give it to a big company, which I
Oh.
respect.
Makes sense. He should just make his own.
But-
like,
I had that same
Streaming
problem.
service,
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
god,
I
we
will
don't
buy
need
a
any more of
Mexican
those.
streaming
George.
service for George Lopez.
it'll just be like George Lopez. I can't even say it a lot. George Lopez Plus.
Right.
Like instead of Disney Plus. Yeah, that's
George
kinda
Lopez.
stupid.
Every time you go in there, you
Oh,
hear
there
his
you
voice.
go. George Low Plus.
Low plus.
I
Let's
just
see.
can't pay for any more streaming services. I already have to
Me
remove
either.
some of the ones I have.
It's bad because Tori and I we've been wanting to watch Ink Master, and the way to do it
Ink
Master
was
is
through
bad.
CBS All Access, which now changed to Paramount Plus.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, if we want to watch the new season of Twilight Zone, are we gonna have to get CBS or Paramount?
It's CBS
Par-
isn't a thing anymore.
So I think it just switched
Wow.
over.
It's just called Paramount Plus.
I did see something
That's
about
interesting.
Paramount Originals.
That or Paramount Plus acquired CBS, and so now CBS is not a thing, and it's a part of Paramount Plus.
It's kind of like HBO.
That or they just changed their name to Paramount Plus, which I think that's actually,
They might have
More
already been
unlikely.
owned by Paramount.
yeah.
I don't know.
Jinx.
Jinkies.
It's interesting.
Oh.
I've never seen this. Sorry, but this isn't available to watch right now. It may require an add-on, or it may no longer be available on Hulu
It
For
might
the-
require
was
an
it available at
add-on.
one time?
for the George. Yeah.
Well,
How
that's
much
like
is
the
the add-on?
Chappelle show.
'Cause
The
I will
Chappelle
totally get
show
that
popped up, and then he was
Well,
like,
that's
no,
the
I
thing.
didn't give you permission. But then now he has finally owns the rights. Do you guys hear about that? How he finally got his name
Yeah.
rights back? That's amazing.
Because he
So
he
good
had it
for
on
him.
Netflix and wasn't getting paid for it.
Yeah, well, they
Really?
put it on Netflix and HBO, and he was really mad at HBO because he tried to sell it to HBO before Comedy Central, and they said no. So he was mad that they were making money off of that. I don't think
That's
HBO
stupid.
has it. It's just Netflix because he has a good agreement with Netflix. But it's
Okay.
amazing that the current CEO of Comedy Central gave him the rights to his name in the
Oh,
show.
That's
It's just
awesome.
wonderful. Now he can finally make money off of it. I don't even know if he doesn't need the money, but
Just to have that.
he might want the money.
He's
Yeah.
a cool dude. He
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 is a
lives
cool
in Columbus, Ohio, or Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton.
Actually,
Wait, what?
Yeah, he lives
Dave
in Ohio.
Chappelle?
He's got a farm.
if you
What?
listen to some of his
Not a farm,
stand-up,
but-
he'll make fun of like the crackheads and stuff in
He
Ohio.
does shows here in Ohio, but he only posts
amazing.
around the town he lives in, so it's just like flyers, so it's just local.
I did not know that.
He's so
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
But he's been doing a lot of shows with Joe Rogan in Texas,
Mm.
which I think is how he got COVID.
He got
Fun.
the vid.
No, well maybe because they're testing everybody. Like before you show up, you get a COVID test for their shows, which is cool, expensive but cool.
For a second, I
bet it's expensive.
I thought you were like, no, Tyler, he didn't get the vid. It's COVID. That's a different thing. But I was
Oh my
watching
God.
Kevin Hart's
So
new,
cute.
well, I guess it's not new anymore, but the most recent thing where he's like, so COVID's scary. I had it. I had the vid, and he kept calling it the vid. And he's like, I had it back when Tom Hanks had it. But I'd rather Tom Hanks be the face of that for a while. Let him, be in the spotlight for that. Can't compare to Tom Hanks. Oh my, okay, so while you guys were talking, and I'm on the deep hunt for the George Lopez show, I downloaded Peacock, and the first thing I see, top headlines, COVID-19 cases rising in 21 states. So that's just,
Awesome.
I don't even pay attention to
I was
that
gonna say,
anymore.
Love
I
it.
don't
like, it's
either.
not even one of those things where you talk about a pizza shop and then that YouTube ad is the pizza shop. This is just like, oh wait, that makes sense. Yeah, COVID's everywhere now.
I don't pay attention to the cases anymore. I pay attention to like the rules and like the regulations that they keep in place.
Yeah.
But I can't. There's so many websites that are like this many people, or these are the statistics, or this is a lie, and nobody knows who to trust anymore. It's exhausting. How did you feel about Kevin Hart's news, like the COVID special, though?
I enjoyed it. It was,
Did you?
yeah, it was very good. He does a very good thing in his comedy where he starts off with a joke and keeps bringing it back, and it's like a full circle thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he had it in his basement,
Mm-hmm.
which was really neat.
And he was like in pajamas,
Mm-hmm.
like high end, but
He gave everyone pizza at the end of it.
oh, fun.
Yeah, and it was
Pizza
very
sounds
nice.
good.
On the end of it.
I don't know if he knew the people or if they were strangers.
I think it was probably
'Cause it was
mixture of
just
both.
It was
Who
just
knows?
odd.
I don't know. I can't talk out my ass.
I am obsessed right now. I want
Isn't
this
it?
as my tattoo.
Right? It's freaking adorable.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
You look
It
badass.
makes me so happy. Yeah.
thank you.
No, thank you. Bet you Austin is so
Okay.
jealous right now.
You can watch the George
didn't
Lopez
think of-
show
Scooby-Doo.
on the premium version of Peacock app, 7 days free, and then $4.99 a month. And it has seasons
good deal.
1 through 6.
But is that because Peacock isn't as well known, so it's not like
Peacock's a
big
free
of
app.
corporation?
It's
Is
not
it?
like Hulu or Netflix. It's a free app.
But do you have to pay for the subscription to watch it, or is it like with ads? Like
No,
Hulu?
I'd like to imagine it's kind of the same thing as Amazon, how it's free to have an Amazon account, but then a lot of things cost money. Unless then if you actually pay for Prime, then more things are available.
But everything costs money unless you have Prime, and then certain Amazon originals are free, or like movies that they have are free, and then other things you have to pay for. But if you don't have Amazon, you can view it, but you have to rent everything.
You know, I
You
low-key...
can't watch even an original show if you don't have a Prime account.
I forgot I was mooching off of Tori's account, so for me
Yeah.
it was great.
It's definitely $100 a year.
But no...
It's more than
Or
that.
more than that now, yeah.
It's like 100 and...
Oh, don't remind me, 'cause mine renews.
36?
I think mine renews soon.
Oh, do you pay for bulk year?
I usually do, yeah.
Then it's cheaper that way.
Oh, okay.
I've been paying monthly.
I
usually
feel...
just get it out of the way. That way they take it out immediately.
I don't ever keep that much money. I'm like,
I usually don't, but like, I think at that time I had my taxes, so it has to be around soon. Yeah. Because I got my taxes back and then I paid for it, so it has to be really soon.
that makes sense. I hate when things ask for in bulk. Like, I was trying to make a Squarespace website,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, you have to pay for the year in bulk. Or like, what was it? ExpressVPN.
Yes, I was just looking. That's so weird. I was looking at that today.
I've become crazy about privacy lately. Like, I've got all my Google stuff
I don't
turned
blame
off.
you.
It's gotten to the point where I almost don't even get on anything anymore because it stresses me out so much.
Aw.
Because technology is just so
That's
advanced,
funny.
and like, if you don't know what you're doing, like, this is actually like, it used to just be something for like fun, or it was like cool, like adventurous, but now it's like dangerous.
Yeah, because I mean,
all of
anyone
your
can get
stuff is on it.
information.
Yeah, I'm very bad with that. I like the fact that everything I do is tracked because I get to look back and I'm like, where was I on that day? Like, what day did I go to that? And I'll go on my Google timeline and I'll search through everything and I'll see pictures I took that day, where I was, how long I was at it. And obviously I'm like, oh boy, if a stranger got a hold of this, that could be trouble.
That's
But
the concern.
at the same time, it is very helpful for me for remembering things like that.
It's very convenient. I give it that. I miss it all the time because like I'm struggling all the time to remember stuff. But I don't know. There's something about like life isn't supposed to be that convenient anyways. I don't know. I've got a twisted mentality about it.
You don't have a twisted mentality. You have a mentality.
I have a culturally inappropriate mentality
I don't have a
about almost everything. Honestly, I'm very weird.
To answer your question, Peacock is free. A lot of the things are free. And you'll see this purple feather.
Modern Family.
Yeah. So you click on that,
You
Is
like
it
Modern
free?
Family?
I love Modern Family.
and
did
it'll
not
be
know that
like
about you.
free episodes. And you click on them, and then it's like, yeah, a lot of things are free for some reason. Season 5 isn't.
Five's my favorite number.
And so that's when you get your Peacock Premium subscription. So a lot of the things are free.
But $5 is cheap for
Like,
oh my god, they have The Office.
Oh, Jesus, you scared
I'm
me.
so sorry.
That
I
was the big thing when they removed it
I
off
love The
Netflix.
Office.
Just made it.
I was
Because this is
on,
NBC's
Bye,
new
Netflix.
app.
Hello.
That's why it's called
Peacock.
Peacock.
I was on season 4 watching it, like binging it, and then they canceled it. So like I haven't even seen all of it all the way through.
There you go. This is free. This is 100% free.
Wait,
But it does
Peacock?
say on it that it is free this week.
Well, then I guess I have some watching to do. No, I'm just-
Like Parks
I
and
have
Rec
to
is
work.
Peacock
free.
will get. I'll start watching
Parks and
more
Rec's
George
still on Netflix
Lopez.
though,
Oh,
Is
that's
it?
right, yeah.
unless they're gonna take that off too. They have a
Who
lot.
knows?
They do have a lot. I'm impressed.
So yeah, you can watch George Lopez for $5 a month.
Not sponsored.
But
It's so funny because like,
it's so
that's kinda
convenient
what I
that you
feel
can
like
do
right
it
now.
from the
Look,
comfort
Harry
of your own
Potter.
home.
You
Yeah.
got, is that all Harry Potter's? Like all of them?
Yeah.
Alex bought me all the
What?
Blu-rays, so I'm good.
That's why it was really random.
The
Like
rundown
while
is
you guys
good.
were talking, the mic probably heard me say Potter on Peacock because I thought it was funny because the category it's just called Potter on Peacock.
I like that.
I got Fast 5. Oh, I gotta look into this. Yeah, definitely not sponsored.
People be sleeping.
Oh,
on
a guy I
Peacock.
work with wants me to watch a movie, and he's like, "It's on the Peacock app," and I'm like, ugh, "Okay." So now I gotta see. I
Who's
think
this guy you speak of?
I'm not dropping names.
What's the
Drop
movie?
them.
The Great Outdoors.
I'm gonna guess. Does it start with a
Oh,
T?
wait. Is that
Ah,
the one with the
I know who it is.
Movie
the
1988.
family? No, that's not
Wait,
it.
no, you were right. Because it's got the word family in the description. You got this. Keep going.
Is it the family that lives in the woods and he raises his kids to live like on the land, but then his wife dies and his kids have to go out into the real world for the first time?
I hope not, because you just spoiled a lot of it for me. No, this one
No,
is
that's in the trailer. Dude.
a
That's in the
Chicago man
trailer.
and his family go camping with
Oh,
his
that's
obnoxious
not
brother-in-law.
No, I've seen this one.
What's-
I
what is
watched
it?
this at work. I watched that at work. That's so hilarious.
Oh, I love John Candy.
Oh.
John Candy reminds me of Tony. Yes, he does.
That's the guy who had me watch this movie.
The first day I knew him, I was like, "You remind me of that dude from
Oh my
Uncle
god,
Buck."
I see it
He
now.
probably loved
And
you
then he was like, "John Candy? I love John Candy."
Yeah.
And I
There
was
you
like,
go.
"You remind me just of that dude."
He does have that personality, that very like
Yeah.
out there.
This guy who worked with Tony, he always asks, like, it is becoming a thing. He will see me and he's like, "Hey, did you see The Great Outdoors yet?" But it's not a thing that he does just to be funny.
Like he's
He
actually
genuinely just like, I don't know if he forgets that he asks me or he's just, that's the one thing. He sees me and he's like, "Hey, did you see that movie yet? Did you see that movie yet? It's available on the streaming services. I think it's on Pluto or Tubi. Wait, no, it's Peacock." And so, yeah.
That's adorable.
That's hilarious to me.
You got a movie buddy.
It was one story about him that I think is hilarious is he reminds me a lot of my dad because me and my dad bonded over movies as well, and Tony would ask me, so now I'm name dropping, but he would ask me, "Hey, did you ever watch Maximum Overdrive?" And I was like, "Oh no,
Don't
no, I
get Rachel
haven't."
started.
Uh-oh.
What?
Do you not like Maximum
I
Overdrive?
have no idea what that is.
It's a Stephen King movie with a
Oh, is it
big
the car
semi
that...
truck and all the machines
Oh.
come to life. Or are you thinking of something different,
Sorry, I was
Alex?
thinking of American Ultra. My bad.
Oh,
For some
know,
reason,
yeah.
it
Do
makes
you
that
like
up.
That's
that?
one of my favorite movies
Oh.
ever.
Yes, it is. She
That's
puts
like
it
a
on
very-
all the
Do you
time.
not like it?
Is
No,
that
I
the one with
I do.
Kristen Stewart?
Yeah.
The one where he's like,
And Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah.
Eisenberg, and he gets
Mm-hmm.
like programmed to be like a spy because it like wakes up in him. It's like the Winter Soldier.
That
Anyways,
is one of
It
my
is like the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
favorite movies.
I've
ever.
seen it
It's
once.
good.
Yeah.
One of them.
And so I was like, no, I haven't seen Maximum Overdrive, but I really want to because I really like Stephen King movies. And so then I went and visited my dad, and he was like, "Hey, have you ever seen Maximum Overdrive?" And I'm like, already this is funny to me. I was like, no. And so we ended up watching it together. And then I go back to work, and Tony's like, "Hey, have you seen Maximum Overdrive?" And he forgot
That he asked you.
that he asked me. And I was like, you know what? It's actually funny. I did. And then like
Wait, you
months.
did?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I watched it with my
did
dad.
without me? Oh.
Yeah. And then months would go
can't
by, and
remember
he's like,
it's your
"Hey, have you ever
family."
watched Maximum Overdrive?" And it's just a thing. Tony keeps asking me
That's
every day
hilarious.
if I've seen Maximum Overdrive. And then like I visited my dad for the holidays, and then I told him about Tony, and I was like, "Yo, there's this guy who always asks me if I see Maximum Overdrive." And then I go back to work, and he's like, "Hey, did you ever see Maximum Overdrive?" I'm like,
I'm starting
Yes.
to think it's kind of a joke
I was like,
now.
"Yes, Tony, I have actually." He's like, "Yeah, it's a great movie. I swear, though, he does not show any signs of it being funny."
Well, let's hope that
it's just a
that's
genuine.
all it is, and not him being so forgetful.
Reminds me of Drake and Josh, where he's like, "Hey, you want a job here?" And he's like,
Oh,
"I do
yeah.
work. I would love a job here."
How do you not know
So
my
good.
name?
Right.
Maybe you need to start asking him, like, before he has a chance to say it, you should
There you
ask
go.
him.
You should
Hey, have
ask
you
him
seen-
as a joke.
Hey, Tony. You see Maximo over there? He's be like, dude.
It blows my mind. Blows my mind. The one day he's like, you know what? Actually, never.
Oh
Like,
my god,
are
that would
you
be
kidding me?
hilarious. Like, no, I just see the trailer all the time, and I'm looking for a good review.
But there's such an age difference between us. Like, he's in, I don't know, mid-40s. He's just a generation above me. And he's, like, asking me about all these movies from, like, his childhood. Or just when he's growing up, like, as a teenager. He's, like, asking me about all these movies from the 80s, some 70s and stuff. And he's like, yo, have you seen this? You've seen this? And he's so surprised when I say I haven't. I'm like, Tony, you gotta understand. 2000s and on, that's what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the 80s.
Yeah,
But
you're
there are
crazy
literally-
for
there-
the stuff that you haven't seen.
There are so many movies. Like, people get so worked up when I say I haven't seen a movie like Top Gun.
No,
Like,
never.
I'm just like,
I've never been interested in
Yeah.
stuff like Top Gun.
It's
I'm
just-
just like,
It's
I wanna
an
see
older
men.
movie from like I mean, maybe. Like, I have nothing against it, but at this point, there's no point in watching it. So much time has passed. There's so many
Well,
other movies out
People who
What's
have a cult
another
following
movie?
have a cult following.
What's another movie that you'd say, like, people would freak out if you haven't seen?
Grease.
Have you not seen Grease?
I have. My mom loved it, but I'm just
Oh.
saying. If
My
you
mom
tell
that
made
would
me
be-
watch
like, you were
Grace.
about to
I
get
have seen
heated.
You've seen, yeah.
I've seen Grease.
what
A lot of mine
else?
are like TV shows, like earlier when I said Cartoon Network, or have never seen a Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, people
Or
our
anything
age
like
get
that.
upset about stuff like that.
Technically, you
watch
have
this?
seen a Scooby-Doo movie. But are you talking about, like, the ones that were...
Well, Scoob doesn't count because I also fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
Mhm.
Aw.
I
Yep.
did too. The newest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
fell
was
asleep.
cute.
But I'm telling
I
you, this
couldn't get over the animation.
yeah, it's a big thing, man.
It is really different.
If it's late at night and we're watching a movie, I'm like, oh, I'm sleepy now.
I feel that.
Like, I'm not that invested into the story as other people are who grew up with it, so I'm just like, oh, it's a good time to accidentally fall asleep.
Yeah.
Poor Alex had to deal with that when he was showing me the Alien movie. Not Alien, Predator movies.
Really?
Oh, that's a
still have
big
to
one.
Show him.
I haven't seen Alien. People freak out when I say that.
We need to have an actual
Dude.
marathon
We do.
of watching
100%.
those type of movies because that's my shit, and I swear.
I've been trying to get him to watch them.
The Alien
Yeah?
movies?
All of them.
I like buying.
Try Covenant
We're-
first,
we're coming
bro.
over.
Go for like one of the newer ones, and then you'll be like, okay, I want
I
to see
have
where this
watched
started.
Prometheus.
Prometheus is good.
Oh.
But I watched Prometheus not knowing it was tied to the alien thing. Me and my buddy just
You got the
wanted-
most authentic experience.
Yeah.
then.
We just wanted to go see a movie, and that was the movie playing at our small one-screened cinema. Because that was a thing. Is we only had one movie screen. It was just like, well, I got no choice in the movie, so
Whatever's
Prometheus was
playing this
playing. Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
pretty
like
cool.
Prometheus. Covenant is like that. I think Covenant's a little bit.
I
It's
love
not better
Covenant.
than Prometheus, but
I need to. I need to rewatch them.
It is.
I like Covenant a little bit more than Prometheus.
I
I think
wasn't a
Covenant's
huge-
darker.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while since I've seen mostly any of them, I think, but I want to say that I wasn't a huge fan of Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just because it didn't seem like it was tied, like I knew it was, but it just
Yeah.
didn't seem like, I don't know.
It has a different. Not
Like,
story
energy?
line. Yeah,
I don't know.
I say energy or vibe way too much, so I try to like avoid that. But it does have a different
Yeah.
vibe.
Well, the people who are Ridley Scott who made Prometheus wanted to do something new
Yeah,
with everything.
that makes sense because a lot of them are, like somewhat
He
similar.
was like,
as far as,
I want to show more about the Android side of stuff and the
Oh.
technology. And then when it came out, people were like, "Yo, it blew my mind. It was an alien movie." But it's not an alien movie. We want an alien, and
Yeah.
you didn't give that to us.
Yeah.
So when Prometheus or don't do that.
oh, that scared me.
Mm-hmm.
So when he was making Covenant, he was like, all right, well, I have to put the stuff I did in Prometheus, but I also have to do an alien movie. And that was one of the major things when the movie came out was people were like, it seemed like 2 movies. Yeah, it's because he wanted to do his original stuff, and then you guys asked for Alien stuff.
Yeah.
So, which I'm not complaining. Alien Covenant is actually one of my favorite.
Yeah, seeing how many times you used to fall asleep with it on.
I would fall
would
asleep
bother
with
me.
it on.
Did you ever have nightmares about it?
I did not.
did.
I did not.
When did it come out?
2018, 2017?
Wow.
Right before we started dating. No, it came out longer.
How long have you two been dating?
Almost 4 years.
4 years.
So like, yeah, like
Let's see.
I'm feeling 2016, 2017. 2017 feels right.
I think it was a little bit after Tori and I started dating.
Yeah.
Because I was surprised to find out that you guys were freshly dating. I was like, what? They were like
2017.
totally into each other. But you guys also knew each other for a long time prior to that. Like I remember you guys talking about like carpools. Like
See, we never
so
talked.
cute.
We
We
never
never talked. We were in the same car and never talked.
how does
Crazy.
that happen?
How does that
Crazy.
happen?
Well, we both were in relationships.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
at that
always
time.
likes to
Sense.
joke about like, oh, I wish we would have dated in high school, but I'm like, no, because it wouldn't be the same now. It
True.
wouldn't be. We wouldn't
True.
have like become who we were.
It'd be
have
the
the same
same with like me and him if
Mhm.
for some reason we were in the same high school. Which technically, if you moved any earlier, then we would have been.
yeah.
Think about it,
It's weird.
because you technically though you could have went to Pataskala.
My mom's the reason that we're together. Because she said, hey,
Thanks, Charlie.
Oh, that is
go
crazy.
apply. Oh. She said, go apply at this certain job. I'm not going to name drop our work. And I was like, okay. And
Shitty
then I
job.
got the job, and that's where you worked. And it was like, cool. Cool.
And I know you guys because I applied at Sam's Club in New Austin. Full circle, guys.
Jeez, how are you just gonna say
This
that
is
after he
so
said he doesn't want to name drop?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It happened.
Austin was on here.
Can we bleep that out for these poor souls?
I really don't care. I just
Sam's Club,
it's
Sam's
more
Club,
on
Sam's
other
Club.
people's behalf that I know a lot of people like to not throw out all their information.
What, like Austin does?
Yeah,
When
he does
would
it.
say like
Yeah, I'm weird about
Austin
that.
already said Sam. Matt and
he was like, yeah, the Tyler from Sam's Club
he
that lives on.
name dropped everybody. You were right about him.
Yeah.
Austin Austin name dropped everybody.
He's a
I
very
don't think
tricky
he-
one to record a video with.
He doesn't think about it the way that like we.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, oh, I'm just hanging out with my friend talking, which is fine. I mean,
That's to go back to what we were talking about of like kind of trying to do it for fun.
mhm,
Because I used to not think about things like that.
mhm,
But now when I'm recording a video,
mhm.
I think about how I'm going to edit it.
Yeah.
So I'll say something and I'm like, oh, I know that's adorable.
he has to lay on technology
Your
too.
cat
It's
sleeping
so
on your Switch.
cute.
He'll hide the remote. He'll sleep on the like all the controllers.
Should I move that chocolate?
No,
Okay.
he don't. He wouldn't. He
If you want
want
to move it, if you want to hand it to me, are you gonna
Yeah.
eat
Do
it?
you want more? We can get you the tin.
I do not. I do not want chocolate.
I'll
Thank
just have
you, though.
this one.
All right,
So
I am
good.
almost done here. I tried to do like a background, like one of those painted backgrounds that they do on Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. Oh, it looks pretty good.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
It is
like
awesome.
it.
I
A
will
lot.
say the shoulder to head ratio has gotten so much better.
Has it?
Yeah.
I've been working on that since you were talking to me about it.
I feel so horrible putting that out.
Like
but
the face.
I
is-
was
is
no-
I
so
do
Scooby.
big, broad shoulders. That's
he,
my
Really?
He
shit.
used to draw a lot of power armor, a lot of big buff men.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing with him drawing a lot more feminine features, he would get the body down, but like the shoulders would still be really broad compared to the head. And it was getting to me. I had to point it out. I know.
It looks
I feel
really
horrible
good.
about it.
Like the ratio, everything.
Oh my god, is she like in a cave? Or where's the ooze? What's the ooze?
I was thinking like some rundown house or something.
Oh.
Dope.
Oh, that one's too spiky. That's also too
How
spiky.
you doing, Zuzu?
There we go.
I can't do this right
The heck?
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Are you ruining our video?
Take the phone call.
My father
I was
has
just-
not been leaving me alone this whole video.
I was so
Take
confused
the
about
phone
that.
call.
Like,
So many dings. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
What's up, Dave? We got 5
Sorry,
people
no.
in this video
oh my
right now.
gosh,
I'm so-
I just feel so freaking honored
Ugh.
to have a little party. My honor.
It'll bother me if I don't finish my thought from earlier.
What?
But it was, we were talking about recording with Austin, and I was,
Why would we mention Austin so much? I thought we didn't like him.
I love him.
Okay.
I've said in his video that he's an enigma because he'll come up in conversations.
Mm-hmm.
When he's in a
How?
room,
Why?
he gets everyone talking. I don't know how he does it.
And also when he's in videos and I'm not there, they always talk about me, and I'm like, hell yeah, I love the attention. Just makes me feel loved. But yeah, it's like when I'll do videos, I now think about it from the aspect of editing, like how am I going to edit this part? So I'll say something and then I'm like, ooh, wait, I don't think I'm actually gonna like how that fits with this scene. So then I'll change what I have to say, and then it becomes more of like an exhausting task, and you're just kind of like, it ruins the fun a little bit of just the recording part.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I used to love the editing process, but now I just want to do all the recording part. Like I just want to make the content and not have to edit any of it.
It seems like the most annoying part right now, right? Like it's just like, oh, yay, now the not fun part
Yeah.
of editing. I mean, I know that you're probably the best at editing at somebody I know.
Yay, thank you.
Like,
Aw.
you ever thought about like outsourcing that to somebody? Like, I know that sounds weird.
No,
like, you
because
know, not paying someone.
I
but-
have a thing where I don't want to be too,
Pushy?
yeah, and then at that point it's like, look, I
Us,
may
we
as
were
well
just
just,
talking about prices and everything.
yeah, I may as well
For-
just,
for Alex.
I get that. Like, you don't want to be like, hey, kind of need it now.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up.
that, and also like, hey, I want it this way and this way and this way and this way. Then it's like at that point, because I think about how I want to edit things as I record them, I may as well just continue to do it myself.
Right,
I gotcha.
yeah. I get that. That makes sense.
And I also try to edit everything differently. Like I don't approach anything with like the same style. So, yeah, it's just something I gotta. That's my own burden that I bear. But it does kind of suck because I loved, for example, playing the Roller Coaster Tycoon videos or playing the game for the videos. But it was like 3 hours of me playing the game, and I'm like, I don't want it to be a 3 hour long video. So then I have to sit and edit that whole video, cut out the parts I think are just extraneous, they're just unnecessary. And then it's like, oh man, I'm spending more time editing than I'm playing the game. Now I don't want to play the game anymore because it takes so long to edit.
Yeah, I get that.
And so like recording with other people, that's why I love being on your video, because I don't have to think about it. I'm just like, oh well, if so and so says this thing, but then it makes no sense to people who may not be familiar with any of us, then I might have to explain it, or I can just cut it out. But then if that comes back up in a later part of the video, but I actually need that part of the video, then I had to have kept that part in the beginning, and then it's, yeah.
A lot of micromanaging.
It's, yeah, and it's trying to do it like
who
on
is
the
this?
fly.
Yeah.
This, he knows a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And our cat Zuzu. There's
Come here, Zuzu.
6, 7 people.
Oh my
I can't do
gosh.
math.
6 at this point.
6.
He's so handsome.
5.5.
He's
Because
so
he's not a
handsome.
person. I mean, you could be a person. It'd be crazy if you were a person. Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, me too.
God, he gets me.
I'm obsessed.
He gets me with that opacity. Oh, it's something so simple yet so magical.
I know the first time he did it, I was like, wait, you're making it all black. And then
Mhm.
he was like, no, it's the shit. And I'm like,
It's like when people go on a talent show and they draw a picture and then it's like, what the hell? And then they flip it upside down.
oh,
It's like,
yeah.
bam.
yeah,
That
that
stuff
is
is crazy.
impressive.
Mm-hmm. It was I want to say it was America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
But they were
Probably.
doing it, and this dude was just up there, just throwing up paint or doing something. People had no idea, and they buzzed him, and his act was not good for that format of a show. Because
Well, they buzzed him before they even knew what was going on.
because when the
Yeah.
time ran out and like it was done and he was all buzzed out,
Then they regretted
then he
it.
flips it over and like, oh, and it's like, yeah, but guy, you knew how the format of the show worked. You gotta wow them immediately, you know. I would also
that
just.
kind of show is definitely. I mean, I get it.
I'd
but,
be one of
like,
yeah,
you gotta
because
be patient.
they have to go through a bunch of people, so I get trying to just go through the next one. But I would be that panelist, that judge that would just watch. I'm just like, hold on, they're not done yet. You know.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason why they're on there.
God, I love the
know.
colors.
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed.
All right. So.
It's so good.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing.
Is it? Should I just name her Tori? It's just Tori. It is Tori, right? You are Tori, right?
Yeah, I think so. If you want to go more badass, you can go like Tor
Tor,
for short.
like Tor.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, I go by literally any name. I go by backbone of the company, apparently.
Backbone of the company.
Everyone at work calls me that now because I hate it. But you know.
Whoops. Okay.
Do they mean it or do they just say it to annoy you?
Well, at first
bad.
it started out as a joke because I was feeling like, oh, I don't really like. I'm trying so hard at this job for no reason. And they're like, well, you're like basically the backbone of the company in like a nice way. But then I'm like, shut up. No, I'm not. And so then after that, it was like a joke. But they're like, well, I mean, kind of, because you do a lot. I'm like, oh, thanks. Doesn't really mean a whole lot, but you know. He's putting backbone of the company.
Oh my
The gang, backbone of the gang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you say company?
you guys should like date or something. You guys are perfect.
Yeah, you want to
together.
go out, Rachel?
Oh, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, shucks.
I do love
He's
him
really
with
good
my
at
whole heart.
drawing.
He's got long hair. He draws, and he's currently talking.
He hates Nintendo, but he did buy a Switch.
True that. And one more, if I can be a little self-centered here.
Oh my
You
god.
gonna put your little signature?
Yes, I am.
No, I'm sorry. You just did all this work and you can
You
take
know
no
what?
credit.
Yeah, don't be self-centered for
Don't
that.
take any credit for this.
But I do relate to Alex in that sense when he's nervous to like start his videos.
Aww.
I always felt like just like, oh, get my intro out of the way. Okay, now the fun of the video can begin.
Yeah.
Yay!
There you go, Tori.
You managed to pull out Scooby-Doo.
I'm so
honestly,
impressed.
I did
Yep,
not
there
think
you go.
you would be able to do it this well.
Thank you. Thank you
doubted
so
you.
much.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I didn't want to be mean though.
Oh,
That's awesome. I
I didn't
picture.
doubt it. I just didn't know how it would.
I had no freaking
Yeah,
clue
I just didn't know
going
how it
into
would
this.
translate.
I was like, you know, I would love to do it because immediately I thought, oh, Scooby-Doo, that would be cool because we were watching Austin's, and we're just like, okay, what would be good for me? And then that popped up, and I'm like, I have no clue. Everything else after that,
You
I'm
guys
just gonna
were.
let y'all
You
figure
guys,
that
yeah,
out.
you
But
guys were much better fit to like come up with the sword and stuff. Because my problem is I always try to realistically justify something, and so it's like, yeah, a little mouse or something, and then here you got a lizard on 2 feet, and then an ooze sword, and I'm like, it's perfect. Why didn't I not think? Of
I think it definitely makes you the badass of the gang,
thanks. I
and
feel,
you're repping the Hex Girls.
yeah, I'm so excited to like just get that out there.
I'm
I'm gonna tell a whole bunch of people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
Well, I think it's been a very eventful drawing.
It has
and
been.
I think, I would like all of you to know that I love you all.
Aw.
And I'm so
love you
glad
too,
that we
dude.
could do this together. And I
You're
know
so
it was me
talented.
drawing, but if I didn't have all of you guys to talk to, I'd be a very boring drawer.
Aw, no, you wouldn't, but
I
we
st-
appreciate that.
I still commend you for taking on this little project. I know
really
you're
felt
having.
bad. I was like, literally, how is he gonna do
Oh.
this? Like, not that we really doubted you, but it seemed like it was one of those things where how is it gonna convey like Scooby-Doo?
Well, my thing is just him doing this on the spot in a video because he could easily just, hey, text me something you'd like to do, and then hours go by, and he's like, here it is.
Then I'll draw it and then we'll talk over it. or
You are doing
Yeah.
this on the spot, recording it. And you're not even you never argue with any of the ideas. You just run with it, and it's like, here, this is it, and it's like it's perfect. It's
I just want to make
That
sure
is-
that the person likes it.
Yes.
And Tori
The
seems to like
embodiment of me.
it. All right, well, let's wrap this up. Anybody want to plug anything? Always give the option to. Just in case.
I got nothing.
I have 2 YouTube channels. Not Your Average Ty is my main one, no spaces. And then Tori and I have a channel together
Oh yeah, we
called
do.
TeamTyri.
TeamTyri.
It's been a while. We're
My
you
bad, I
know
forgot.
we've just been enjoying life, not making everything into a video. But yeah, TeamTyri is ours.
COVID
It's
sucks.
team and then TYRI. Once again,
COVID.
no spaces. But yeah, that's what we have going.
TeamTyri, 2 fantastic channels. I watch them almost every time they upload something, and it's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
You good, baby?
I am good. Just enjoying staring at all of this wonderfulness.
She is an amazement, ladies and gentlemen.
That sword is my favorite.
Can I like print this out and put it on my wall?
We can totally do that. Here, T. When's your birthday?
For a price.
Not until September.
September.
Well, then we'll just get it to you right away.
Yeah,
okay.
we'll get it right away. All right. Well, merch and all that jazz is in the description. I make T-shirts. I make videos. If you like them,
Awesome.
I'm always coming. So, all right. You guys
He's
have a
not.
nice day. You guys have a nice night, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Be good
See
people.
ya. Come on, all of us.
Bye.
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 Bye.